That's why we're here.
We're here to fail you.
I'm wearing a red shirt today because I expect to die.
Nice.
Look at that. The DM's wearing a red shirt because he expects to kill you.
Well, I expected to die last week, but that didn't work out so well.
Whoa.
All right, we're getting feedback on Dorian.
Yeah, I don't know where's that from? And it's on like a delay. That's coming on. That's the Argrag.
That's on Twitch.
Oh,
It's not from yours, Greg.
it looks like it's coming from you. Yeah.
Yeah, your mic is lighting up a little bit.
It's cause yeah. Awesome.
Oh, no, I'm muted.
Your microphone begs to differ, sir.
Well, then let me close Twitch and see if that's where you're getting it. Are you still getting it?
I don't think so, no.
Check, 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 meow, meow, meow. Now wait for delay.
Yeah, that seemed to do it.
Check, check, check.
Meow, meow, meow.
I can hear you.
check to the check.
Then I'm closing Twitch.
Yeah, you can't watch it. You can open it up, dude. Open it up and then mute the feed. There's a little mute button. You can just.
It was. It read as muted.
Hmm.
Dude, I'm hearing it again.
Yeah. Pause it then or something.
It's not on. It's not me.
Oh, okay. But somebody else did it. I mean, that's whatever. It's anytime anybody does it, it's going to do the same thing.
Mine's not even playing. It just says starting soon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mine too.
Likewise.
Well, refresh your page. I think it's probably. I mean, we're live.
Open mine up.
Oh, it says starting soon. You said? Yeah, that's because I've got the starting soon. Hey, see ducks there. Yeah, we're live. We just have the starting soon thing up because we weren't ready to go.
Aha! Huzzah!
Huzzah!
All right. So, are we gonna do another little recap? Strong, are you gonna do a little recap for us when we get started?
Yeah, I can do that. All right, so
Well, hold on. Let me flip it over to the live scene here so that. All right. There we go.
skill. So where we left off
Buzzkill.
last dun dun dun. It was a cliffhanger episode. A lot of things were going on. Lots of plates were spinning in the air as the party was getting ready to deal with the siege of Carrack's Cross and the revolution that's brewing. Um, oh, there's Chudwell. Captain Chudwell invited Colonel Krieger over to a fancy dinner soiree with false pretenses. And after being told that he never goes anywhere without his retinue of soldiers and hangers on, Chudwell rolled a natural 20 on his persuasion die for a modified roll of 30. And Colonel Krieger basically ignored all common sense and decided to come with only his personal valet. So that's going to make things much, much easier if the plan goes accordingly and they decide to end Colonel Krieger's life and role as captain of the city militia. Nygrag had an interesting little side mission where he went to Hoff's solution. Hoff the dwarf is a somewhat insane, paranoid, mercenary go-between in the city of Carrick's Cross. He is um, yeah, he's the epitome of a middleman. If somebody needs a mercenary for a job, they go and talk to Hoff, and Hoff sets them up with mercenary or mercenaries that are most suitable for that job. The week before, Arrow, who's a native of Pierce Cross, went and talked to Hoff and gave him some inside scoop about a rival who was looking to take over his share of the mercenary business. And believing to be then in Hoff's good graces, and he went there with Thograg the dwarf. When Thograg went back to inquire about possibly cashing in on the favor, there were threats about kidnapping and the staff priest, the loyal right-hand man of Hoth, a horribly scarred gnome, ran behind a bookshelf where Thog chased him and found a dead end. And not knowing what to do, rolled a perception, and again got a natural 20 and happened to find the secret door that led down into the secret underground chamber. Led down to stairs. There was another door at the end, and he heard some menacing voices telling him he needed to turn around or things would go very, very badly for him. He decided, like wanting to play in character as best as he could. He said, "Well, I know I probably shouldn't go in there, but my dwarf character probably does not know that. So I've got a bad wisdom, but I'll just make a wisdom save to see if I know better about going in there." And rolled like another natural 20. It was just natural 20s all across the board last week for the players. So he had some divine insight and thought, you know what, maybe I shouldn't go wandering into this hidden underground mercenary lair all by myself.
Hmm.
Turned
He was
around.
close.
Yeah.
Uncharacteristic
He was really
moment
close.
of voice.
It was very close. Yeah. Even a natural 20 had him going, but maybe,
He
maybe.
did. He even jumped up to the window.
Yeah, that's right. Jumped up to the window and said something like, I'm going to come back for you. And then as soon as he dropped down, fired, just shot like a gout of flame, like it was from a fucking flamethrower. So, yeah, it was definitely an interesting encounter. And that was about all we had time for. The elves went to the luxury. They arranged for the food. Um, and then we had I believe Stone sent a message to one of his good friends, Sergeant Lanier, who is a member of the city guard, the insider who's going to be on their side during the upcoming conflict. But many, many things hinge upon Colonel Krieger being taken out of the equation because Carrick's Cross has it's a walled city. It's one of the only cities that has managed to weather the storm of the undead onslaught that has swept over Faerun, taking down many notable cities like Myth Granor, um, uh, the main city of Cormier. I can't remember what the capital of Cormier is, but that fell. Lots and lots and lots of major cities have fallen by the wayside and been overcome. So this is sort of a shining beacon, and as such,
It's so rare for a city from the Shadowfell to be considered a shining city.
beacon, right?
Be-
Right, and being so the entire city, there was basically a space and time rift in which the city of Carrick's Cross was transported from the Shadowfell to Faerun, and because they were from the Shadowfell, which is a land which is notorious for its undead population being as like a go between for souls. Souls that basically are not accepted or are lost are then sort of turned into revenants and undead in the Shadowfell. So they're very accustomed to dealing with the undead, and so when they were suddenly transported to this new realm, which had the same problem, they were like, yeah, hey, this is just a normal Tuesday for us, which is why they have been able to manage so well. And for leagues and leagues around, it is the most stable city. They provide protection. They provide a trading hub for tons and tons of outlying communities. Part of the reason why they do so well is they have, again, for a city that's not that large, for a city of a population, I've got it written down here, but it's less than 10,000 people in the city. They have a militia of 400 men, which percentage wise is pretty ridiculously big. It's like 5% of the of the citizens are actually members of the militia, and not to mention, and they also have rangers, which are groups that venture out specifically on the outskirts, patrolling the surrounding villages that supply and feed Carrick Cross. they have Rangers groups, the Northern, Eastern, Western, Southern Rangers, which all comprise roughly 40 to 50, kind of crack military soldiers, and they go and rout out undead and protect the land as well. So why Krieger is a linchpin is because he is commander of the city militia, and it's 400 men minus the 2 dozen or so that are loyal to Sergeant Lanier. Both the captain of the northern and the captain of the western Rangers had both said, "Well, hey, if you can take him out, and we don't have to worry about cutting our way through 400 militiamen, you're going to have, 75 or 80, Rangers on their side as well for the PCs. So we can pick it up from there, unless
Now the funny,
there was about 3 hours before. I can't remember if Shotten wanted to. Oh yes, you said you were going and hanging out outside the Temple of the Raven Queen, I believe.
I was going to go in the Temple of the Raven Queen, but like sit on the back pews and do like some communing.
Gotcha.
And did I finish all my errands that I was running, or am I still out?
You're gonna basically make it back just in time. So you are gonna make it back just in time for the dinner. You went out to let me get all of my.
now the funny thing is we were doing a a dinner that we were just going to invite one person to kill him, but we actually are planning this big elaborate dinner because Chudwell does not do anything half measured. Chudwell's like, if we're gonna have a dinner, then
We're
we're
gonna
gonna have a dinner.
Yeah.
Chuckle's
Right.
been away from home for a while.
Yeah, this is the pomp and circumstance of a dinner party is exactly what I live for.
Even though it's all a ruse.
Right. It's
Speaking of ruse, where's our ruse?
I've never killed a ruse before.
I've never killed a ruse before.
Different campaign.
That was awesome. Great line.
Let's see. So we had.
And am I going to make it back in time for dinner?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Greg, yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. It probably your whole little encounter lasted, half an hour. Because you got there, you talked to him for maybe, probably took 15, 20, well, a little bit longer. Probably took 15, 20 minutes to walk there. You talked to him for probably less than 5, 10 minutes. The whole encounter there was maybe 10 minutes long, including you finding the door, going down, and bullying your way past the guards who were basically shaking in their boots and wanted nothing to do with you as long as you left. And
Hey, Chudwell
will
allows
probably
you
lose
into the
his
house.
mind if I come into his house like that.
Yeah, there's no way Chudwell allows you into his house like that.
well, it's gonna be harder to sell you as a statue when you have like fresh ogre
What?
meat hanging from your spikes.
This is a very interesting pattern on this white rug. It looks red polka dotted. What you're going for?
Okay, so Alistero, you got your really good friend. He is another courier, Elwart Onyx. You got him to ride to the west to go get Captain Kilraven, and you went to the north to get Captain Voris.
Okay, and what was his name?
Your friend Elwart. Here, I'll.
Okay.
Eldwart Onyx.
Mm-hmm.
And he went to the north.
He went to the. He went to the west. He went to get Captain Kilraven. You went to the north to get Boris. Because it was Yeah, it was there wasn't going to be enough time for you to go both places,
Right, right.
and back in time. So let's do. Should we go? Do we want to go right to the dinner?
He went west to get the other general.
Oh, let's see. Okay, I got your message, Lando. Good deal. Yes. So, Alistero, you can do that, but you would probably miss the dinner if you wanted to do that, or you could do it after the dinner. But if you
Okay.
wanted to be there for the dinner, you would have to postpone that meeting.
I'll just go ahead and do it anyways.
Okay.
I don't need to be there for the assassination of this guy.
Cool. All right, and one of the things that I did say last time too is that everybody has accumulated a certain number of authority points for different interactions with NPCs throughout the course of being in Carrack's Cross. And the authority points, basically, they work for any NPC in Carrack's Cross. If you want to do any type of dialogue interaction, whether it's intimidation, persuasion, deception, you can roll a DC 15 check and add your authority point total to it. If you succeed on the check, you automatically get advantage on your next, persuasion, deception, intimidation. It just shows kind of how.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, it just kind of shows how your influence has grown to the point where, you are known, recognized people, or at least, you definitely have the potential to be a known, recognized person in the city. And as well as that added bonus of being able to potentially get advantage on those rolls, you can spend those points. Now you'll still get the running total. It won't subtract from your total DC, but you can spend one of those points to get an automatic critical success on any dialogue action. So again, Ervin has a point, Lando has 2, Stone has 2, Alistero has 3, Umbra has 3, Chudu and Thagreg has 1. So
authority. Respect my authority.
Maybe he should have tried to use that on the ogre.
You could have
decapitated him.
Right? You use different points.
Yeah.
Do you have a picture of the Titan?
Yes, I do.
Do not resist my influence. I'm influencing you. Do not resist.
Stop resisting. Stop resisting my influence.
You're resisting my influence.
Let's see, where is here he is.
And this is what is on its way here, because we keep talking about Crathanos.
And he's roughly how tall? 30, 40 feet?
Yeah, he's between 35 and 40 feet tall.
Jesus.
Just carrying around a pillar.
Yeah.
Like the head, the upper portion of a statue he just tore off.
Yeah, he visited the Greek area of the Forgotten Realms for weapon procurement.
We're gonna make him look real small though. Now he's not so intimidating. It's just a tiny little Crathanos on my screen.
That big though. Seriously, that's a big ass belt.
Yeah, is that the belt we had to carry around? Seriously, wasn't that the thing? We had to take his belt.
Yeah, his big ass WWE heavyweight championship belt.
Yeah, right.
He is the giant.
The girdle.
He's a Titan.
And there's the blessed angels.
There's my ladies.
Okay.
There's my ladies. Get off.
What do you guys think? Do you think if I was to upgrade my internet right now, it would improve the feed immediately? Should we do the acid test? Should I increase my internet to see if I get better upload?
Whoa, no.
Can you do that?
I don't know.
No.
Yeah, see, I think it should immediately take place. Like, basically, they're just opening the valve.
Theoretically, I suppose. Anyways, I'm not gonna try it, but I'm dropping a lot of frames, and it's like worse than it was last week, and I don't have any idea why.
But if you're gonna do it, you might as well do it anyway and see what happens.
Poopy.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
We won't know the difference anyway from here.
Sean, how long did you
That's
want
true.
to spend at the Temple of the Raven Queen?
About like hour and a half.
Okay.
Are we gonna do that instead of the assassination?
No, I was just doing some communing and also like getting him some intel, trying to figure out,
Oh, okay.
like what kind of population there is.
Because I remember we talked about going together, but then I had left. So
Yeah.
cool.
Are you trying to remain unnoticed? Are you?
Yeah. No, I'm not trying to get any attention.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey.
You don't notice any. There are multiple ebony guardsmen. As you know, the last time you were there were 2 guards at the door. There are 2 guards there as well. Not the same ones. It's not Nicholas or James, the 3 that you know and befriended. But they let you walk right in.
Alyssa and James, and those were just regular like privates, if you will, privates,
Yeah.
corporals, maybe.
Yeah. It seems like there's more of a, I guess, informal hierarchy in the Ebony Guard. Like all Ebony Guard are just the Ebony Guard, although some seem to have more deference to others. Although it's supposed to be we're all the same rank. There is no hierarchy here.
Okay.
All
maybe like kind of a system where the longer they've served, even though there's no official rank.
I mean, yeah, it's you would know. Yeah, I mean, certainly the natives of Carrack's Cross would know. Yeah, although there is no particular formal ranking system. The veterans who have been there the longest are just naturally the ones that take charge, and the newer recruits just fall in line.
Unspoken leadership, unspoken, unorganized.
Yeah.
All right. What is the racial makeup like percentage wise?
I would say it is. Let's see. Let me see here.
Asking you the questions that I hate fielding as a DM.
Like, cool, because I was prepared for the demographics of the Ebony Guard.
Right.
Sure.
And what are all of their names?
I want all the names and backgrounds for all.
Yes.
And their spouses if they're human.
I want to know about their parents.
How well do I know each of them?
Which ones have kids that we can leverage?
Wow.
Okay.
Alistero, ever the practical one?
That's right.
And we're in the future in comparison to when I was here, right? Like, isn't it like 120 years in the future of when I came up?
It's 20 years.
20 years?
Yeah.
Okay. Did I ever get any intel as in if Cardinal Roth was still active?
Didn't you kill him?
No. Cardinal Roth was the one who tried to kill me, and he was the one that put me into hiding.
Gotcha.
He was the one that I'm like, hey, I'm a brand new level 1 cleric that just found out that I have divine ability, and it's actually real. And he was like, yeah, we're gonna have to kill you now because you're a threat to our power.
Yep.
Nice.
And no, Cardinal Roth, he disappeared under, well, some might say mysterious circumstances about a dozen years ago, and that's when Trey Cha Shadow Soul took over the mantle of the Archbishop of the Raven Queen. As far as the racial makeup of the, I'm trying to, it's pretty much mirrors, except it's a little bit more so of the Shadowfell in general. So even though the natives of the Shadowfell are the Shadowkai, I believe
They only make up like 10% of the population, though.
right. And with the in the Ebony Guard, there's definitely seems to be a lot more weight put on that. It looks like it's more like 40 to 50% of the Ebony Guard is Shadowkai.
Oh, nice, cool. Because we're elite.
That's right.
We're humans. We're humans who have adapted.
Yeah. True.
All right, cool. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just give like I'm a cool guy sitting in a corner, kind of nods every now and then.
Right.
You actually come off as the creeper that's sort of hanging out in the corner.
Wearing raven wings.
Roll for boner.
Sir, can you please stop staring at us, please, sir?
Old dude creeping on a church.
You're making me really uncomfortable.
I need an adult, not a priest. If they get that creepy look, I'll just say like, I'm not that kind of priest. I be not the creepy priest.
Unless you're looking for that kind of. Just saying.
Right. You always have to start out safe and then let them open the door.
No judge.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, just joking.
Insight. Give me an insight roll and a perception roll.
Okay, insight. I just had my character sheet up.
Well, the switch has definitely not been flipped.
Okay.
I just ran a speed test.
My dice come up as shadowed.
Yeah, no
Like black.
You'd probably have to reboot your modem, dude.
Yeah, you might have to actually to get it to actually.
Why are you using?
So insight and perception, right?
Insight and perception, and then an investigation as well.
It's not letting me click it. There it is. All right. Oh, okay. First, yeah.
Yeah, your dice look just like silhouettes to me.
Yeah. I got shadows.
Oh, that's because you got black as your main color, and the numbers aren't black.
Oh,
I do believe.
Sweet. All right. I hit that twice because it didn't pop up right away for me. So here's my investigation. Wow, I'm hot.
Woo!
Look out, mama.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you notice that there seem to be a lot fewer guards than, like you're in the temple right now.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, we can go there. I've got it. Where is it? I've got it here somewhere.
I don't have a spot where you can choose the dice colors. So I'm just turning
click
them
on
off.
the color. Let me just make sure that this is all okay. It's foggy.
this, and one second here, just bringing up the map. I gotta hide the areas that you can't see because you can't see them.
I'm Shadow Kai though, so I probably can.
I don't even have to roll for that.
I know they're there.
I choose to ignore them. Let them think I don't know that they're there.
There are no theirs.
Sounds like you're trying to English us.
I'm trying to trump you. Even worse.
Let's see, where is the...
People say that I throw the best parties.
What was that? Motherfucker. Thought I've been doing that the whole time.
It's black. Black to me.
Uh-oh.
It has seized darkness.
Get your hands up.
There's 10 people watching though.
Well, so that's the 7 of us plus.
Duck, duck.
All right.
I can't believe there's 10 people watching us. That's crazy.
Okay, let's do.
All right.
Well, I mean, that literally is like the 7 of us. I believe. I mean, I think I'm on it.
It doesn't count me.
I'm not. My computer can't handle it. If I open that shit up, everything slows down.
Yeah, it doesn't count me.
All right.
I think there's
So-
like 5 of us on there.
Oh, we got the
Five.
new. Perfect.
So this is the Temple of the Raven Queen, and yeah, notice like these are the guards that you've been able to see. So you've got oh, that's right. I had this. They got a new thing where it's like when you open up a map, it can cue music. I was like,
Nice.
hey, where's the music coming from? Like, oh yeah. I was like, well,
Sounds
that's
good. Oops. Sounds good.
I like it.
So, oops, I didn't want to grab him. So you've got the 2 guards outside the main entrance, 2
Yep.
guards again inside the main entrance. You saw 2 more in the little private courtyard.
Okay.
Then you have guards, 2 guarding an inner door to the east, 1 on the west window, 1 on the north window, and then it looks like there's some sort of clergyman standing at the center with incense and seems to be, in kind of a silent prayer, swinging the little incense holder back and forth, filling the entire chamber with a very sweet kind of cloying smell. But so this is a total of, you count 4, 6, 8, 10 guards.
Okay.
And this is the temple. This is the main temple, the Raven Queen. Now, you've heard that there are 100 ebony guardsmen.
Okay.
So that means that there are 90 unaccounted. If the numbers you heard are correct, that means there are 90 ebony guardsmen that are unaccounted for. Now, obviously, there are more areas to this. Private areas off to this side over here.
Sure.
But again, that seems to be a lot of guys that you don't see.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Yeah, I'll probably just sit in there and just freaking smell the incense. Do
Gotcha.
some communing.
The people basically, the guards don't really pay you a whole lot of attention. They seem to be, as long as you're not doing anything out of the ordinary, they're going to just look at you as a regular parishioner.
Okay, that's fine.
Is that what it's called? An incense censer?
Yeah. One of the
If you don't want to do any other actions, we can let the time go. However, if you don't have inspiration, get inspiration.
Cool.
Get it.
And
Got it.
Not only do you get inspiration, but you're going to get advantage on whatever your next die roll is, because you feel like you are you feel closer to the queen, although you feel like you were in a place that was meant for her, but
Okay.
her presence was not there. It was a shell.
It's kind of like drinking the elevator juice and Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah, there we go.
Feel pretty
Feel
good.
good.
Feel good.
Pretty invincible. Yeah, me too.
Feel like I could do anything.
But we can head over to
one of my favorite movies.
Mine too.
I believe this is Chudwell Manor.
Nice. The home of the Chud.
Still coming up black.
Are we doubled? Yep, we got figures.
I might need to reveal the areas.
We got double figures on the page too.
You have double figures on the page.
I sure do.
Here,
God, I hate this new setup. I keep banging into my computer.
There we go. We'll get rid of these guys. Don't need those guys. Yeah, all the guys that.
I'm just gonna casually get off to the corner here because I'm not actually there.
Oh yeah. Here, I'll grab you and throw you into the darkness. Oh
Yeah, I would stay there, but only long enough. Like I would be heading back for the dinner.
Gotcha.
For sure.
Mark, I'm also kind of hanging out around a corner somewhere.
Okay.
Just kind of keeping my ear to what's happening. Also, prepping a prayer of preparation of soul for this assassination victim, so the Raven Queen can, have easy access immediately.
I could play Irvin for this encounter, if necessary.
No, please do. Let me make sure that you have access to his character sheet.
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Awesome. Fantastic.
So I'm assuming that it's JoJo. So
yep.
Assuming that everything is up to date.
Yes. And
so Mark, I'm going to take the stone that has 204 hit points versus the one that has 192. Is that okay?
Yeah. Do you have? Are there two stones on there?
Yeah. It's okay. There's one. I'm actually at 204, I believe.
Can you guys see like what's going on? Like these areas here off to the side, with all the figures over there. There's a ton of them.
Yes, I see all the figures. I can grab stone and put them back out here. I can grab Umbra and put them out here.
No, I can't.
Yeah, I can only see this one room, Mark.
Okay, good. No, because there's a fuck ton of fucking other tokens over there, which not that anything's gonna happen.
Erevan, as we've discussed, I shall.
Because I often spend a half an hour putting little tokens on a map to not use them. I do.
Right?
Oh, crap. All right.
As we've discussed, Erevan, I shall use my magic to conceal you through the powers of greater invisibility.
Very good. Very good.
Now, Chudwell, well, where will you be seating your guest?
Well, he's the guest of honor this evening. It looks like there's 16 tables in my dining room. Jesus Christ. I thought there'd be one big table.
I would say that this would probably be your main table. Wouldn't you think?
This looks like a tavern.
Yeah. It's like it's like a hall, a dining hall for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But you're right. They don't have your traditional, unless this is like not a bar. If this is a table over here, maybe. But you just drag that son of a bitch out in the middle of the room.
That definitely looks like a bar.
Ah, there we are.
There we go. Now it's a
Yeah.
Over the servants.
That's excellent. So where's the door?
Is this the
Right here, main door. Boom.
On the right? Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I would probably have him sit right here. Can I? Yeah, like with his back to the door,
All right.
and then I would sit right here,
Gotcha.
and then everybody else can be in the other chairs or wherever they want.
Yeah, he definitely wants to have his man sitting close to him.
So I'm just sticking. I'll stick close by, out of sight.
Well,
Trusts the Chudwells.
yeah, I mean, dude, this is like his best friend's house. I'm like betraying my family honor and the captain of the guard or the colonel of the fucking guard.
Plus, by George R.R. Martin standards, as long as you don't actually feed him or he doesn't take any drink, you're fine.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Don't give him hospitality, and then
Oh.
All right, and then he's not do hospitality. Right.
Well, I should at least give him his last meal. What the fuck? Kind
you
of
can serve it.
What kind of monster do you think I am?
The Raven Queen doesn't judge.
We don't want the blood on the table because the rest of the real guests are coming to see the head.
The Chudwell family name is much more important than anything the Raven Queen has to say.
Okay.
blasphemy?
Right.
She's not that kind of ruler. She doesn't care that much.
Mm-hmm.
She's
I say
fine.
nothing, nod, and grin through clenched teeth.
You blasphemous fiend.
I even hold back a growl.
Well, I hope that you guys help eat this food.
Well, I don't. Should we be here? Shouldn't this be? Or should maybe I don't know. Since I can't hide very well and I'd like to be close at hand, maybe I can be the surprise guest of honor with some information to share.
And
Well, yeah, I mean,
Lendorian, did you already cast that spell on me?
No, because
this is a dinner party. It wasn't going to be like, it was never intended to be one-on-one with me and the colonel.
I believe the words you said to tell the fabler were that tell him that it will just be him and my family.
Well, when he walks in, just stab him in the neck. I don't know. Like,
Well, no, that's what I mean. Maybe
I feel like all you guys are like ready to kill him. Like, I'm just standing there with my fancy clothes on.
Daddy's in
definitely have some time, but,
the privy right now, and you know, everybody else
I mean,
there-
I'm pretty sure between the paladin, the fucking rogue, and the wizard, and the barbarian, this dude's probably not going to make it out alive.
no, of course not. We just have to make sure he gets in and doesn't bolt before we all get a chance to make our move, because he figures out that there's something up and he knows he's already vulnerable.
I mean,
So
it
we
doesn't
have
even
to
matter.
be-
Like,
it
you guys
has to be
hide,
presented.
He walks in. you'll just see
Landorian,
that-
weren't you part of
food.
the weren't you part of the invite crew to him? No.
Oh, the Fabler invited him.
Okay.
Hero drops off
The
Captain.
The Fabler should probably be here as my
On the other
assistant.
captains,
The
the other
Fabler should probably be like serving the food and stuff and pouring drinks and shit.
oh, the dwarf can serve food in his armor.
I thought you were gonna be a statue.
I am. I'm a statue right next to the door. I'm just saying, just
All right.
standing there like a guard.
Yeah.
You're a footman.
So Alistair drops off Captain Vulrus, and Elward Onyx drops off Captain Killraven.
Nice.
They arrive within probably about 10 minutes of one another, and they, they'll walk up to you, Chudwell, and say, well, this is an interesting evening. What did you wish to discuss? Is there anything more?
Well,
Do you have we taken care of that that issue that seemed to be perplexing us?
is this Volrus or Killraven?
This would be Volrus.
Volrus. Well, I know. I know you wanted the loyalty of Killraven, and he will be here shortly to pledge his allegiance to our plan, I guess, of the overthrow of Prince Zeech. Colonel Krieger will be here momentarily. He's the guest of honor tonight, and he will be pledging his allegiance as well. And I was hoping that would influence you into joining joining our little coup against Prince Zeech, and we're gonna be joining the fight with the Titan, which will be arriving in a day or two, and we're gonna take this place over because there's actually really big fish to fry, and you already know all this. We're gonna go after the dragon, the undead dragon,
Dragotha.
Dragotha. Yep, we're gonna go take on Dragotha, and we need the city to be united for that. So that's what we're doing here. We're having a little dinner party to unite the city. That's what's happening.
He says, dinner parties. Forgive my informality. He seems like patting the dust off of his cloak from riding in. Takes his riding gloves off and throws them on the table, and he's like, it's all well and good. As soon as Killraven gets here, once I have his pledge, you'll have mine. Do you mind if I have a seat?
Of course. Please have a seat. We have wine. Fabler, please pour the man some wine, or ask him whatever he wants. Ale.
Get this man a drink.
Drink. Yeah, we need drinks.
Drink.
And as you can see, we've got plenty of food here. And
try to ignore the dwarf.
yeah, we have. This dwarf statue is acquired as a gift from.
They know who I am. I already.
Volrus sits down at the table, and as soon as you mention the ominous Fabler, you see him. He looks at you and he looks at the Fabler and he says, "What the fuck is he doing here? That little fucker's a fucking spy for Zeech."
The Fabler is?
He was working for Zeech. Hell, you saw him at the fucking gala. He's one of Zeech's little pets.
Fabler, what do you have to say about that?
Fabler was like, no longer loyal to Zeech. Zeech is absolutely out of his mind. He has gone mad. Sees spies, daggers everywhere. Fabler had to leave, otherwise Fabler would have been thrown into pit with the rest of the misfits. Then you remember at his gala, Zeech was very fond of collecting like sort of odd people. Like there was the pin-headed man, there was a woman with like no eyes, there was the half man who had no legs, a bunch of I guess you would call them like freaks like freak show freaks.
Carnival freaks.
Circus
Yeah,
freak.
and the ominous fabler was one of them. And he was the guy who was he had like a little dead crow perched on his shoulder, and he was like sort of the one who would be like, "Oh, in tonight's events, we're going to be having this something, bowling," and you bowl the skulls and do all that kind of shit. But yeah, he definitely he definitely was there.
Irvin would like an insight check, I guess,
Okay.
unless there's something better
Roll it.
to see. Nailed it.
He's best friend.
Nailed it.
Irvin's like, he's legit.
Just totally giving away his invisibility.
Irvin's height is yeah, who the fuck was that?
Do we have a picture of the ominous?
I've vetted him and vouched for him.
Yeah, you believe him.
Do we have a picture of the Fabler?
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
Where's the Fabler?
See how trustworthy he looks.
No, he probably doesn't look trustworthy.
Ah.
But where's he standing? I may have to grab him.
He may need a hug.
Oh yeah,
a hug.
So this has become our herald, sort of impromptu. We stole him from this Prince Siege because, well, just cause.
Well, Captain Volrus, we've been through quite a lot with us ominous Fabler here, and he has not betrayed us. I think if he was truly working as a spy for Prince Zeech, I don't think that myself and my friends would have made it back here to the town. We battled many giants and dragons, and the Fabler helped guide us through the town of the giants, and my whole party was there was a very magical giant that we had to fight to get to the dragon phylactery, and we all almost froze to death fighting him. In fact, Alistero, my friend, did freeze to death. And that, the Fabler has had plenty of opportunities to stab us in the back, literally, and has not done it. So I don't know why he would start now.
All right, you make a persuasion check, and you get to do roll a d20 and add 2 to it first, and if you beat 15, you get advantage on your persuasion.
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. You said a lot of numbers.
Roll a d20 and add 2. D20 plus 2.
Persuasion check? Can I just
first do d20 plus 2 for your authority?
Jesus Christ! All right. Slash roll.
D20 plus 2.
20. I'm doing it. All right.
All right. So you don't get advantage, but you do get to do a regular persuasion check.
All right. Did it work?
Yeah, that worked.
And this is his. It's going to be tough to beat a. So, ooh, that was close. It was like right on the 20, and then it went.
You're rolling a physical die, aren't you, Mark?
No, but I've got the little
3D dice are turned on, so you can see them.
He says, yeah. He goes, that may be, but I don't know. So many years under the heel of Zeech. I still wouldn't trust that one as far as I could throw him.
Well, if it makes
I can throw him.
If it makes you feel better, you can kill him. I mean, I like having him around to shine my armor, but if your loyalty is more important to me than
yeah, he doesn't need to die.
No,
Sir, he's more than loyal to us. I will vouch for him as will any other man here. He may have once worked for Zeech, but he was pressed into that servitude like so many others that are pressed into servitude by tyrants. Now.
And I can throw him, and you can trust him as far as I throw him.
Lando, do the same. Roll a persuasion check. And you get the d20 plus 2 for your authority check.
Poor fucking Fabler. Jesus Christ.
The poor guy's like, what the fuck just happened?
So you want me to roll a d20 plus 2?
He's like,
yep.
Mid-core.
And that. Could you explain for me what that is again?
That's your authority check.
People just
to
know
see-
me.
Yeah,
Okay.
to see how, because it affects any sort of dialogue so it's not going to have the sway that it would against, because if you succeed on the authority check, then you automatically get advantage on your persuasion check
I see.
or deception or intimidation.
Which would have been nice.
That
Right.
Oh,
Still good enough. He looks at you and he says, we don't have to kill the poor wretch. It looks like fate
Can I throw
has
him?
done him no
Yes.
favors.
as far as I throw him.
I don't want him anywhere near me.
Okay.
All right, Walrus. Well,
Fabula, see if you can help out in the kitchen for a moment too.
well, Walrus, allow me then. Let me pour you a drink here. I really appreciate you showing up, and that really shows a lot of kindness and mercy and respect on your part that you're willing to spare the Fabler's life, and we appreciate that.
Yes, well, if I was you, I'd keep a very close watch on that one.
Yeah, I watch him carefully while he shines my armor.
Didn't he come in with one other, or is it just him?
Who, the ominous Fabler came in.
No.
Boris?
No.
No. He arrived about 10 minutes before Killraven, who walks in now.
What's up, Captain Killraven? Welcome to my humble abode.
Killraven. All right. Well, here I can describe both Volrus and Killraven. Volrus is like long walks on the beach and listening to poetry. Wait, hold on. Where is he? He's around here somewhere. Volrus. Captain Volrus. Volrus is a dark-skinned man with a small, neat goatee. He is dressed in flamboyant and very expensive robes. Well, that was at the party. Now he's dressed in more utilitarian, although very nice traveling clothes.
He's just like Tudwell.
He's just,
I have full-on
they're the
dress
same
clothes
rank.
on right now.
Yeah.
Chudwell's decked out, man.
Yeah,
Right.
I have all my dress clothes on.
Yeah, I have mine on as well. I would have taken the opportunity to put my special clothing that
And
I
in comes Lord Malavin Killraven.
wherever it is.
Lord Killraven is an iron-haired, weather-beaten man with a hook instead of a right hand. He carries himself with pride and speaks with a strong, clear voice, and kind of resembles Robert Downey Jr. You can kind of look there. Oops, where'd he go? There he is. Little bit of Robert Downey there. I don't know.
I heard
Maybe
noises.
Yeah.
a little Tony Starkish.
Yeah.
Yay, thanks so much.
But
Thanks for liking
he comes in and he says, good evening. So we are having some sort of a dinner here, yeah?
Yes, absolutely. Killraven, as you know, you said you wanted Captain Walrus's pledge of allegiance to our little coup with Prince Peach and our future battle with the dragon, the undead dragon. God damn it! Why can't I remember the name? Yeah, sorry. So we thought we'd just have through this little dinner party together because we're also inviting Colonel Krieger, who shall arrive shortly, and just wanted, all the guys in charge to fall in line with with our little coup, because the coup is happening, and we need to, we need to all move as a unit. I mean that this city is definitely in the path of the undead, and I think all of us here want the undead zombie.
Wait. I wanted Krieger removed. This was what you said that you would do. Now you invite him?
Well, yeah, I invited
What is
him.
going on?
I was, okay, to be honest, I was kind of using euphemisms. I mean, when I said, we were gonna when I said we're gonna get Colonel Krieger's pledge of allegiance, what I really meant was
his head.
We're just gonna kill him. Yeah, when he walks in here, we're just gonna kill him.
We simply wanted you to bear witness.
Yeah. We just thought, that it would just kill a lot of birds with one stone here. We're about to assassinate him.
Can I aid that
This guy-
perception or persuasion?
Yeah.
This
And
guy-
you get to use your authority again. So you get to do the D20 plus 2 to see if you can get a.
Kill Raven's going, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah,
You
the
brought,
exact look on his face. He's like,
brought me here in your attempt
To share, to break bread with this man.
What are you talking about? Now I'm associated with you, fucking treasonous.
he's like, no, you said that
Well,
you.
as of right now, Colonel Krieger is the treason because we're in charge. And anyone
But, roll
Prince
a
is the treason.
persuasion. You can use your authority again. So D20 plus 2 for authority.
For trouble?
For talking to Kill Raven here because
D20.
How does aiding him work? Does he just?
there you go.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
He gets advantage now.
So now I roll persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I still.
Here we go. Ah, great.
Ooh, it's a good thing you had. Oh, so lucky. So lucky.
So does my aiding him give +1 to his roll? Is that what it does?
No, help. Your target gains advantage.
Oh, okay. It's advantage. Okay. There's too many rule sets we've played with that I can't keep.
I know. You have to have. I've got my little cheat sheets that have all of the they've got It's got combat. It's got actions. It's got conditions. Right. The incapacitated was the one that I was like, wait a minute. This says incapacitated. I'm not familiar with that one. Cannot take actions or reactions. Oh, fuck
Yeah, that's right.
Captain Killraven.
That was the one that really screwed us.
I know this is kind of sudden and kind of a surprise, as my family has been big time supporters of Prince Zeech my whole life, and I just want you to know that I don't do this lightly. I mean, I'm kind of throwing my family name into a lot of risk here, because we have a lot of status with Prince Zeech in charge. If there's a coup, I don't know what's going to happen to my family. Right now, I have them in a safe place.
No, everything you say, it makes very much sense to me.
Right, but I mean, I don't have a choice here. Like, we have undead dragons, we have a titan, and shit's gonna happen. And if we leave Prince Zeech in charge, I think everyone I know in the city is probably gonna die. So we need to unite right now and join on the side that's gonna win, which is us. My group here. These guys are basically gonna save the world, and I'm helping them. And
How do I second
Winterhaven. I remember meeting some of them at Prince Zeech's gala. Certainly, I remember the Shadakai. Forgive me, I do not remember your name, but certainly I was at the dinner when you pulled out the blade and went for Zeech's throat. It was very inspiring. It was unfortunate that one of the blessed angels appeared to intercept. So I trust your companions, and I'm trying to trust you. However, your family's relationship with Zeech in the past is, well, let's just say I hope that this is not some elaborate trap to get all of Zeech's unfavorite captains removed in one fell swoop.
well, I hope the murder of Colonel Krieger right in front of you is gonna convince you that what I say is true. I mean, actions speak louder than words.
This is true. This is true. If you can do this, then you will have my trust. You'll have my pledge, and hopefully then Captain Voras will pledge as well. I believe.
Axe. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We will be able to have a a good chance if we can unite the Rangers.
Yeah, and honestly, like killing Colonel Krieger, I mean, it's not very honorable, but he's got 400 men under his command, and I'd rather kill one person than 399 or 400,
He's a fool.
401. I don't know.
Fool and an idiot. He needs to die, or at least
So-
disappear. Disappear does
so-
not matter.
Thargrag's going to walk outside, so to escort Krieger in if he comes, so he doesn't show up in the middle of their treasonous discussion.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. This Krieger is the guy.
Some sort of a warning signal. No,
Wait,
we don't.
Yeah.
Wait, stop.
So I'm going-
Hold on.
Warning!
Before you, if you're trying to go outside, I am going to stop you.
Yeah,
We don't need the Battle Rager Dwarf Greeting Company.
No,
He's like,
you're not a good foreman, bro.
You know,
jungle man.
He's looking around and they're
Thargrag,
concerned
there.
I think you're
Just
most
so you know.
effective right where you are.
But I'm like, someone needs to go outside and greet Krieger when he
Don't worry, Krieger's on the way. Just relax,
Yeah.
bro.
Who's gonna meet him and bring him in? I don't want him showing
I'll
up.
motion for the Fabler to
Yeah.
go outside and to
We'll
play
send the
Herald
Fabler.
for us.
We'll send the
Wait.
Fabler outside. Fabler,
Wait. The one that half the guys in here don't trust. I think one of us should escort Krieger in.
Thargrag,
Good point.
from behind
I agree. I would
Voice-
not trust Fabler.
voice
I'll
from
do it by
behind you.
myself.
says, "I'll take care of it." You can't
Thank
see Irvin.
thank
He's
you, Irvan. I
invisible.
recognize the voice. Irvan, please, yes, that would be perfect.
You recognize
hell.
Irvin's voice though.
Yes,
You
Irvan.
see, at that, when the voice pops up, you see Killraven. He grabs his short sword and he whips it out. And he's got his club and he's like, "Who is this? Who is unseen?"
He's one of my several assassins, one of my group. It's okay. It's
It's the other elven compatriot of ours. He's under the guise of mind magic to make his art of death more instrumental when he
I like my art of death. It's much more displaying.
You know, yeah, you guys can both do your arts of death.
Actually, I hadn't even cast that yet.
Krieger gets here. It's all
Oh,
So
good.
anyway, somebody needs to go out there and make sure he doesn't walk in on our treasonous
Yes,
talk.
let's have Erevan do that. Erevan can
Okay.
in the Fabler.
But
No,
No.
Erevan is
Fabler will be the official greeter. Erevan will be the secret greeter
Step.
and I guess protector.
Erevan,
of
go out
the
there
Fabler. I don't
and
know.
hide, and then keep an
Yeah,
eye out
make
to come
sure-
give us warning.
make sure the feebler doesn't feeble, and then we have to go chase this motherfucker down in the dungeon I just found.
I will take care of it.
Thank you, Erevan. Appreciate it.
He may come back with both their heads, and I miss all the fun. Just a thought from the dwarf.
You already had your fun for the day.
Okay. So we've got Erevan keeping an eye outside, and the Fabler will make his announcement for us once he's arrived.
I just have a bad feeling the Fabler's going to go to this guy and be like, "Hey, you probably don't want to go in there."
Right. So you see Vulrus, he's kind of kicked back. He's got a foot up on the table. He's like knocking some mud off his boot. He's drinking this glass of wine. He's like, so what? You want me and Killraven just hanging out here at the table when Krieger comes in? You know, we're not exactly his most favorite members of the militia at this moment.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think.
I mean, I'm cool with it. Either way is fine.
I think it's going to put him on the automatic defensive.
Yeah, if it seems out of place, then you guys can go hide over there where the
No, I don't.
Considering half his ret room is actually going
You know
to
what?
the
Yeah.
location behind you.
Let me just take this bottle of wine here. I'm going to be in the kitchen. And, hopefully,
There you go.
a lot better than what you fucking seem like.
You guys are a clusterfuck.
And Killraven says he was like, Captain Volrus, I will join you in kitchen.
yeah, you guys go ahead.
Definitely the most disorganized assassination ever.
It's or one even. I don't
And
even
let
know.
us, unless the mercenaries come.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
yeah. Our Greg's new buddies.
Also,
What
note
time is
the Dungeon Master spent time hiding little figures.
Yes,
all
that's what
around
I'm
the map.
worried.
It's fine.
I'm wondering what time is it? Is it time for this guy to show up yet?
I think it's
Yeah,
time for this guy to
would-
show up.
Would I be headed back there?
Yeah, you should already be back. I would assume Shotton's already in the room hanging out.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He,
No, I'm sure if I was back up.
Would you like to be in battle wear or formal wear?
He can be up on the perched up here like a raven, up on the top of the mantle over here.
Are you wearing your fucking feathers like a goddamn hobo? My goddamn dinner party. Can you at least can you put a robe on or a cloak or something to cover up the?
I spread my wings way the fuck out. So you call this oboe?
Oh my god! Fucking wrecking the party.
I peek my head around the corner and say, "That's Majesty."
You want to just hang out in the kitchen with the other captains?
Majesty.
Oh my
I
god!
can hang out in the kitchen.
I don't think a
where the
fucking
food
Yeah.
is.
Get in there,
Human bird
Thargrag.
is-
You hang out in the kitchen. Keep an eye on those captains. Make sure they don't get up to any trouble.
I thought Shotton would go in there with his
I'm
fucking
gonna go
feathers.
into
I
the.
think
I'm gonna follow the captains into the kitchen.
Good idea.
I think they're more my style anyway.
If it
Yeah,
increased
probably.
the chance of you getting killed, I'd go into the kitchen.
Shotton, I'd let you know where I'm hiding, which is just kind of off to the.
Where's the kitchen? Because that's where I'm going.
Everybody's going to the kitchen now.
Down
No,
top.
just me and the captains.
All right.
All right, Chuddy. Chuddy, you do this thing.
Yeah, well, we're trying to have a party here, bro. I mean, like, seriously, do you gotta wear the feathers to the party?
We just all need to go ahead and get into our positions and less of the side chatter so we can get to the guy getting here.
Is
Stop
he there?
being so concerned about the fact that Umbra has live bird feathers all over his cloak. It's been this way for months. You would have already had your done with it.
It's the dinner party, though. Like,
I'm
He doesn't
waiting
have.
for
This
it
is
to
his
go.
nicest cloak.
it's,
The shallowness is actually coming out now.
yeah, Shadwell.
So, a few seconds after Volras and Killraven go into the kitchen, you hear some shouting and "Get the fuck out of here!" And then you see the ominous Fable come stumbling out of the kitchen. He's like, "Ah!"
Yeah, Fabler, you're supposed to be out front. What are you doing in the kitchen?
No one told me. Last thing I heard was wait in kitchen, see if I could be useful.
Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
thank you, Fabler.
And you did a good
Herald,
job now.
herald the arrival of what's his name, the Krieger.
Colonel Krieger.
Krieger.
Thank you, Lando.
I'm
Nailed it.
going into the kitchen with the fucking captains. Just so
Alright.
you-
Get him some ale.
I say,
plus
I
the
could
fuck-
just cast old person on him when he come in, and then you just real quick kill him. But Captain Chudwell, he got this.
The situation's at hand, Umbra. As I'm sure you're well aware, we've got
What you
Aravid.
don't have is the Raven Queen's blessing.
Yeah, I've
we
never
don't
really
get
been all that
Krieger.
concerned with it, though. It's been just fine without it. What I will say is that we've got our traditional tactics ready for deployment.
Where's Krieger?
It's not
Well,
like
Stone and Big Stone and I should be going to the temple
well,
and getting the Ebony Guard.
if
If
you
you've got this here.
well, I mean, if you guys think that that's a wise tactical
No.
decision, by all means. If you think
Oh,
that
we talked
is,
about this. We talked about this just a little bit ago, and you said we keep everybody together.
Yeah,
And
I
now-
I still think that's best.
Shotton, please be patient.
I'm just
I
saying.
apologize if I offended you.
Captain
just-
Chrissy Pants
Well,
over here says all the help get into the
I
kitchen.
was just Shotton. I was just hoping. I know that your
I hope
feathers.
you die, and I go into the kitchen.
Oh, Shotton.
Oh shit! We're all
Oh, Shotton.
Let me just make a comment here for my brother, for my brother, the Raven Queen. When a priest of the Raven Queen says, "I hope you die," it's not a good thing. So perhaps I would get in Shotton's good graces. I'll be over here ready to help, and
Well, Stone, what do you advise? Because honestly, like I didn't mean to offend him to his core. I was just hoping that he would choose different attire just this one time for my fancy party.
Yeah, that's why we're holding back and out of sight.
Right. I don't mean
Okay. Is this guy coming or what? Are we late?
to. I'll just accept that I've offended Shotten, and hopefully he'll forgive me later.
It's all right. It happens all the time.
All right. You hear from outside. You hear,
Oh, Colonel Krieger, it is so nice to formally greet you. Welcome to Chadwell Manor. Please follow me.
Does Everon know what's going on? Is he watching all that?
yes, Arabin, you followed him outside, I take it, yeah?
Yeah, I should have.
Well,
All right.
so okay, hold on.
Is he fake talking, or are we
So
gonna kill him?
I think it would have been wise. Well, whatever. Yeah, it's fine. That spell only lasts 1 minute, so I would have waited to cast Greater Invisibility until we knew he was close.
Oh, okay.
And so my plan was to have the Fabler outside to herald the coming of this guy, where then I could, all right, everybody in positions, and I'll lay hands on Erevan.
And the
Maybe
dwarf
that's
has
happening
fear
right
that
now.
the Fabler is a fucking bullshit, and everybody's gonna come in and come kill us all.
Whatever. We've had worse situations.
Yeah.
All right. So you hear that, you cast your Greater Invisibility on Erevan. Erevan, poof, disappears. Sounds like this.
I go bye-bye now.
And into the main hall walks Colonel Krieger and his valet, who looks like a very well armed and armored man. Krieger himself is a man in his 50s. He has a full black beard with streaks of gray in it, trimmed very nicely. He is dressed in a breastplate, but he has sort of a fine tunic, a very nice cloak on. He's got thigh-high like leather riding boots that look like they have been recently polished. He's got a very ornamental and ornate longsword hanging at his side, as well as his man at arms is carrying his shield with his personal crest. He stands just under 6 feet tall. Although not exceedingly tall, he does seem to have a sort of air of authority about him. He's always walking, chin up, chest high. Seems very much at ease, being in command. His man at arms is wearing full plate. Again, it looks like it's nice. It looks like he spent time polishing and shining it before the occasion tonight. Although certainly not as nice as his as Colonel Krieger's. It is very nice, something that befitting his rank and station. He is more of a barrel-chested, wide man, clean shaven, but he's got a bit of a stubble. Looks like he probably shaved this morning. He got some wispy, sort of blondish, dishwater blonde color hair coming from beneath his large visored helm. The visor is up, and he again a little bit taller, probably about 6 feet, maybe 6'1", something like that. A little bit broader as well. He definitely looks like he's a guy who wouldn't have a hard time swinging a battle axe or a two-handed sword. And the ominous Fabler comes in, opens the door, and he says,
Master Chadwell, may I have the honor of presenting to you Colonel Krieger and his valet? I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
and he says,
Gary.
Huh?
Gary.
He says,
Gary.
he leans down and he says,
Oh, it's Athen. Athen.
I'm honored. Athen, come on in. Colonel Krieger, I'm honored that you have joined me as my guest of honor tonight. Please be seated.
and Umbra went where? Umbra is in the kitchen?
In the kitchen, eating Snickers.
Nice.
With the dwarf and the captains.
Yeah.
Erevan will be like following right behind these guys.
Putting feathers in the soup.
Putting feathers in the soup. Clip that.
All right. He comes up and he says, why, it's the younger Chudwell.
Yes.
Come on in. He says, I extend my courtesy to you for inviting me to your very fine manor here for this dinner occasion. I must say it's been quite busy at the garrison lately, so this was a very much needed respite from my busy schedule.
Yes. Colonel Krieger, please be seated. Let's get some drinks for you. And I have some important news.
Oops, that's the. You see his man-at-arms kind of stands at his side. And he says, Athen, please just make yourself useful. And he kind of just backs off, stands about 5 feet away. The ominous fabler says,
and so for Colonel, what can we get you for your drinks?
And he'll say, I suppose nice elven wine if you have it. You've got a nice cognac.
We've got two different elven wines for you. So we have an Evereskin Amber, or we've got a Durana Dark.
Mark,
This is why the dwarf's in the kitchen.
Mark, is he seated now at the table?
An Evereskin Amber. Well, now I fancy myself quite the connoisseur, and I have heard, yet never tasted the Evereskin Amber.
Is he now seated at the table?
Huh?
Is he now seated at the table?
He is.
Okay. So Erevan's just gonna step up right behind him.
Yeah.
And basically just stick a dagger straight into his jugular.
Gucci goo, bitch.
I invented that move.
Yeah, you get to for a let's see now. That would be
right while he's ordering wine.
I've never actually had an.
He asked for the red, right?
Carrack agrees, though. That's the best time to kill somebody, when they're ordering elven wine.
I would like an elven. Me too. I'd like an elven like that too.
Make a stealth check real quick. I know you're invisible, but let's see if he makes any noise. And I believe you have advantage with your gear already.
Okay. Sorry, I couldn't hear what you had said there.
The critical fail is about to happen.
Stealth check?
Yes, please.
Advantage.
I would like to talk when I get a chance to talk.
Oh, shit. What?
Yeah, so you failed.
32 stealth check. That's without the invisibility?
That's without the invisibility?
That's on top of the invisibility.
I think he maxes out with a 33. Yeah, he's got like specialties and stealth, plus then he's got a whole set of stealth armor. So
he walked up, slid his hand through his hair, grabbed his hair. He didn't notice as he cuts his throat.
Give him a kiss on the cheek.
As he licked his face as he cuts his throat.
Shaved him real quick.
A 32.
Yeah.
Wow.
So roll a crit. So, actually, roll attack. You get advantage on your attack roll.
That's a coup de grace.
That's
coup de grace, dude.
Well, yeah. So as long as you hit, I mean, because he's not, he's not paralyzed. But I'm going to say that if basically, I'm giving you.
Well,
like
wine.
So would he be using? Would he have used his short sword sever, or would he use his fade dagger?
Probably sever the short sword. Yeah.
Sever. Okay.
So you decapitate him.
Yeah, it's advantage, so it automatically does a crit, and then you get to do your sneak attack damage as well.
Okay, I don't know how to do that.
Well, obviously you do, because you just fucking cut his head off.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hold on. I think
he only cuts his head off if he wants to remove his head. See,
but
he said he sticks it into his jugular, so he may just go straight through both of them and then come back out. You never know. I mean,
It's
the air of it with a
Krieger,
with a roll like that, you do what you want to do.
Krieger, yeah, he's gonna have to what his action was.
Is it under class? Maybe.
I mean, I guess maybe rather than cutting the jugular, maybe I should just go straight for the spinal cord. It's
right through the back.
You know, I don't want to make a huge mess in the middle of
pilot, like he's a pilot whale.
Yeah,
right. I mean,
Exactly.
Erevan, he used a long, thin needle and just slid it in the back of his neck and pulled it out. So he's like, I'd like the.
it says he's got under class features that you get sneak advantage 1d6 and it scales up, but he doesn't.
Yeah, it's definitely more than 1d6. I wonder if it's something he might have. I bet he's got a fucking custom macro for it.
Yeah, I'm sure he probably does. And
so
unfortunately, I don't have access to that. Oh wait, maybe there's no.
He's overall 18th level, but he is, rogue level 13. So at 13 level rogue, I'm not sure what the sneak attack bonus is. If anybody can.
Does anybody have the core book up?
I'm looking for it now, but I don't. It says refer to. Where did it go?
Rogue.
The rogue table. Is that the first table?
It's always a pain playing
Oh,
somebody else's
and he's what?
character.
Overall 18. He's 96.
Well, he's a 13 level rogue.
Oh, 13 level rogue.
Yeah.
So 76.
76.
Oh, that sucks.
And then he's also the assassin. He took the assassin archetype. Is that? Yeah. I don't know. It's like, well, this seems like that would be fitting. I have no idea what that does, though. Let's.
Yeah, it does seem like it would be fitting. Let me see if I can find something for you.
So at 13th, it's imposter, infiltration. Death Strike is at 17, so he's not there yet.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so here comes the holy shit. That's a lot of 6s and 5s. Wow, for an extra 30 damage, so a total of 45 damage.
It's pretty traumatic to the spine, I guess.
Yeah, you jam the tip of the short sword up. He turns his head at the last moment, but the blade still goes right through the bottom of his jaw and comes up out through his cheek. I mean, just gashing a huge hole. He seems and he pulls away. And now roll initiative.
Okay.
It did not kill him.
Everybody roll initiative or just him?
Yeah, all of us. Don't forget to select your token.
I'm in the fucking kitchen, too. God damn it.
Yes, select your token, then roll initiative.
Well, Thargrag and Shatner are in the kitchen, so do we hear any of this?
No, I'm attacking the salad.
Well, like I said, I wanted to talk when I was, or at least yell something when I got a chance to. I guess it depends on my initiative.
Yeah, Chudwell was like, I want to fuck.
I guess.
Should we roll? Did you roll? I didn't roll.
I'm trying to roll. I didn't do it yet. There it is.
I actually can't roll yet because I'm not even in the room. So there's no point in me rolling.
I'll just level that guy. That's okay.
Ooh, I got a 7. That's awesome.
Stone, the paladin, gets a natural 20.
You can still roll initiative and then just
Yeah, you can hold it, or you can have heard something. There's.
Yeah, I mean, even if you're not active in the combat, you should still probably be in the initiative order.
All right. I'll roll
yeah.
it.
I mean, you can like tell me how the ham is.
Yeah, we can talk about, we could talk to
No, wait staff, cook
captain.
staff, captains.
And captain's staff's all at the cabin. Or dead. I don't know. Whatever Lando did with him.
Oh, I need to click on my guy or what? I rolled it.
Yeah, you gotta click on your guy first.
Well, it showed it as initiative, so there you go.
Yeah, it says initiative
Yeah.
11.
Yep.
Yeah.
It should be in there. Yeah, it's in there. It's in the
Oh,
turn
it's
order
in the
tracker.
You gotta expand the turn order so you can see it.
Yeah, you can scroll down to see it. Mark has a thing that he can do that once they're all in, he'll put them in chronological order.
It'll just clean them up.
Yeah. Make it pretty.
Stone, you get to go first.
Awesome. Cast that.
Under a smite.
Oh, shit.
Be there. And I'm going to attack his goon. Right chair.
Nice. Excuse me.
As soon as I get to my weaponry.
There goes Stone, waking up the neighborhood.
I think I might hit.
Yes.
And then there are hold on. What the butt?
No, it's a 3?
These guys are gonna be dead before you guys even get out of the kitchen.
We're not worried. We'll just bring the captains out to see the mess.
I think you need 2d6, right?
Yeah, but I think the dwarf is gonna be upset that
So total of 23 damage?
He is.
Second.
Oh, Jesus. A meteoric
that's not gonna hit.
greatsword?
That's not going to hit?
Nah.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
You get 2 attacks or 3?
I'm thinking it was just 2, but I
Okay.
don't know now. I'm 18th level.
I don't know either, but
I think
I'm trying to
level 2.
check on that now.
I never
All
leveled
right,
up
well,
the character.
but you definitely did 19 plus 4 for 23 damage to him. And then he needs to make a strength save.
Also, yeah, he needs to make a strength save or go flying with the thunderous smite. I think it's like a 15-foot throwback.
And knocked prone as well. He got a 16 plus his strength, which is, let's see, plus 3. So he got a 19.
Yeah, he beat it.
Gotcha. So did not get and Krieger goes next.
Freaking Krieger.
He draws his sword. And he is. You hear him.
He'll have a sword in his neck?
He pulls out his sword and he's like, as he's trying to shout something. But
Sword through his cheek.
that's against Erevan. It's AC 23. I'm not sure what Erevan's AC is at.
It is
That seems awfully low for Erevan.
17? No way.
Yeah, I know. I'm like,
Well, whatever the doesn't greater invisibility increase that too?
oh wait, is he still invisible?
He's still invisible. He
Yeah,
doesn't
Yeah, he
become
should still be invisible.
How? Okay, so if somebody is invisible, can he even attack him? Or I guess he can. It would be at
not.
disadvantage, maybe.
It'd be a swing. Swinging.
Invisible.
I am
obscured for the purpose of hiding. Advantage on attack rolls. Attackers have disadvantage. So yeah, he hit AC 22 instead.
Oh,
So
so he still hit him.
yeah.
Yeah, he's got a dex of 21. I mean, good lord.
Right.
Shit, I have a dex of 20.
Well, it's interesting. Hold on. It says on his. Well, we'll just go with what it says. It says 17/23. So I don't know what the fuck the 23 is.
Yeah, I don't know what he's got going on here. He's got face studded leather. I don't know if
Right. It's just studded leather.
okay.
With Faye.
It's
Pretty
Fey studded leather.
It's Fey in design.
I mean, when he sees Krieger reaching for his sword, wouldn't he just take a step back and Krieger would miss?
Well,
I mean, yeah. So is his sword still through Krieger's throat?
I would say I might get disadvantage with the sword through his throat.
Well, yeah, he gets disadvantage anyway because he's invisible.
Yeah, but this guy sounds like a badass, so he's gonna get up with the sword in his throat.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
If you stabbed a guy in the throat and he still has enough energy to go, motherfucker,
Yeah.
that'd be a badass.
Yeah. I mean, he's not captain of the of a 400
Colonel. He's probably not a level 1 fighter.
Yeah. So he does let's see now 15 and hold on because he gets multi-attack as well. So multi-attack means attacks. Oh, okay.
C.
Which I guess it's 6
That's
at this
what
point.
the 23 must be.
Gotcha. So yeah, so he missed that one then because it's 23, which is a miss. Second one's at disadvantage, missed, hit AC 13, and the third attack hit AC 16. So yes, missed on all three. You see him just swinging wildly. Yeah, and it's everywhere that this short sword is swinging, you see it leave like this little, almost like a little trail of frost and ice, like snow fall.
Magic sword.
Ooh.
Don't get hit with that.
Erebin likes that.
Erebin likes all the weapons.
Steal the sword.
Erebin's got so many weapons on him right now.
He's like, I want the sword.
So let's see now, Alistero, or yeah, you're working Erebin, so now you can do your full attack, and you can. My guess is he would just go fucking balls to the wall and go double attack plus his action surge and.
Yeah, use action surge and just go crazy.
Yeah.
I just don't know the best way to do that, but I'll try.
Swinging.
So,
Mark would say, just keep swinging.
Just swing a bunch.
That's
got the
not
sword.
what I was hoping for.
Right.
Let's try it again. That's better.
Yeah, better.
That's. Oh, okay.
And these should be sneak attacks, right?
Yep. He's still invisible.
Sneak means sneaking.
Has advantage.
I'm not sure, but yeah, sure. We'll give it to you.
It's right there. Sneak has advantage.
He hasn't hit you.
He hasn't found you because he hasn't hit you.
Yeah.
And
I think it's for anybody who hasn't acted yet, but I don't know. Oh, but you have advantage anyway because you're fucking invisible.
Right.
Yeah,
And what is it? 76?
it's 76.
76. Trombones and big curate.
What are you doing, sir?
That wasn't as good as last time.
No.
32.
All right. And then with his action surge, I think he gets one more attack.
Yep.
Well, I imagine if this guy has as many hit points as we do, that's not nearly enough to kill him.
18 does not hit.
And 18 doesn't hit him.
18 does not hit, and but you can fire your little hand crossbow as a bonus action.
Oh, cool. Here's here we go.
And
Sweet.
that'll hit.
There you go.
Can I get sneak attack damage on that?
I think you can only get your sneak attack damage once per
turn or something.
Turn. So once on your turn, but then this is like how you can totally exploit having a rogue in the field. And if you have like a battle master or somebody that can give him actions, because let's say you have one rogue and like 6 battle masters. Yeah, they could
take it on
sneak
their
attack on
turns.
because technically it's on the battle master's turn, not the rogue's turn. So then he gets sneak attack again and again and again, so he could get it as many times as he's given actions. But he does get the 8 damage from that.
Okay. Yeah. Ervin did what he could.
He did well.
Yeah.
I'm sure Joey Joe would have
He didn't,
a lot
he
better.
didn't do Chud well. He did well.
All right, back Greg.
So I imagine I'm hearing all this as soon as he went,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and the thunderous.
Oh, that's right. Stone's thunderous clap.
Right.
So I am taking my initial action to rush into the room and attack the first one, whatever's closer, whether it's the henchman or it's him. So I don't know where the kitchen is, if it's up here or down here.
I can do thunder.
Where is it?
Down. Looks like it's over here.
So is it right here or up here?
Down here.
Down
Right.
here?
Yeah.
So that means, and the henchman is right here?
The ominous fabler is up here.
No, not the fabler.
Oh, the guy, he's right there.
Okay, so I'm going to, this is what? 10 feet or 1, 2, 3,
5
20
feet
feet?
per square. Yeah.
Oh, so I can definitely get to him. Because I'm a fast little motherfucker.
Oh, there it is.
So I'm going right to him, and then I'm just going to basically do a like a football tackle, just to take him to the ground.
Nice. What's your move? Is it 30?
Let me look here. Thargrag. My movement. Where would that be?
Should be under that core stats.
Yeah, I'm looking. Speed 20.
Yeah.
Ah.
So
am I 30 feet? What's my distance?
you're 20 feet from Krieger, and you are 30 feet from.
Well, then I'm hitting the closest one, which must be Krieger.
Yep.
So if he's sitting down, I'm basically gonna I'm gonna football tackle him straight to the ground.
Sweet.
No.
All right. So that is going to be
Because the dwarf is pissed that he missed the fight. He's like angry.
Can't a man get any damn cold cuts?
Shove attack, which is as grappled, but if you succeed, you may choose to either knock your target prone or push it 5 feet away from you. So you can knock him prone. So yeah, let's do so basically you need to make a you forgo one of your weapon attacks to try to grapple your target or shove him. Make an athletics check contested by the target's athletic or acrobatics check. So
athletics check.
Yep. Ooh, pretty good. Pretty good.
Did he dodge me? What the fuck?
Well, I'll roll it up me up in here. He's got a big plus to it.
Yeah. Oh.
So yes, he did.
But what's my? I don't have a inspiration. Don't I have a?
Do you
No, I
have an?
don't No, I have an afford.
I think
Do I
we
have
all
advantage?
ended up with advantage for a while, right?
No.
Do I have advantage since he had a sword in his neck? No.
No. Let's see now.
Okay.
Let's see now. Advantage.
Crazy dwarf with spikes running at you.
No.
Give him advantage.
I don't know. My advantage beat is 19. That's the only thing I know.
Says you usually gain advantage or disadvantage through the use of special abilities, actions, or spells.
Oh,
If inspiration.
I have a special ability. Hold
You
on.
are special.
There's something here about.
Well, and you do have it. That was just one attack, so you do have multiple attacks.
Right,
I mean,
but first I have a. If your total for strength checks is less than your strength core, you can use that score in place of the total. So is that the same? Because when I roll my my attack, is that the same as my strength score? Because my strength is 20.
So
so is my dex.
So you have 20 dex and strength. Good lord.
Yeah.
Dexterous little fucking dwarf.
That's how he climbed up the ogre's head and chopped his neck.
All right. So it said if you roll less than your strength score, you can use your strength score instead.
Yes. If your total strength check is less than your strength score, you can use the score in place.
Did you say for your strength check?
There you go. It's a 20.
The thing is I always roll 20.
Yeah. Which is not bad. So you succeed and you wanted to knock him prone.
I wanted to
roll damage for your spikes, which is D10 plus strength.
So the 3 attacks are attack and then
And then
like a
start...
crazy dwarf. Then I just start beating on him. Yeah, well, small hand axe basically, because the big battle axe don't work that way. I don't think I could. Can I? Where's my?
When you're that close, probably not with the battle axe.
Yeah, the battle axe worked on the ogre, or whatever that was. Let's see.
The attack is a athletics check, which is a strength plus your athletics skill.
So I roll my piercing for the armor, right?
Yes. So 9 damage. Awesome. 1d4, but
critted with the metal spikes.
Your spikes do I believe they do D10 damage, not D4.
Well, why does it have it as a D4 here?
Don't know.
I can change that. It's as simple as changing it to a 10.
Because it is. Where is your fucking armor? I got it over here somewhere. It's in the.
It's specialty armor, right?
There we go. Armor of Lubrook the Mad. All spike attacks cause 1d10 damage instead of 1d4.
Okay, so I'll re-roll that.
Yeah. I don't know. Can you see that?
Yeah, because I just changed it to a 1d10 instead of a 1d4.
Okay.
On the armor spikes. He had never.
There we go. That's worse. I'll give you the 9.
All right. Whatever.
Now, all right. Attack number 1.
If I can use the battle axe, I'll use the battle axe.
Yeah, and he's prone now, and as he is
basically straddling him, right?
Right. Attackers within 5 feet have advantage. So you now have advantage on your attacks.
So now I go to attack. What am I using?
You said you're using your battle axe?
Yeah, but I'm not just rolling for damage, am I?
No, you've
Do I
got to roll the hit as well. Yeah.
Right, so I go back to
How much
my
damage does
skills.
that battle axe do? You might be better just punching him.
Yeah, the battle axe does 1d8. The armor does 1d10. So it's best if I just keep fucking.
All right, just start dropping elbows on him.
Elbows on him.
Hit him. Yeah.
So if I have any parts,
elbow.
so I'm just basically rolling around on top of him like a Wolverine, like a honey badger. Don't care. So do I roll for hit? What am I rolling?
Yeah. You roll for hit, but you have advantage.
So I'm rolling my
armor spikes.
Athletics again.
Right? It's an attack roll.
It's a strength check, isn't it?
It's basically it's going to be an attack roll plus because you're
so
basically
it's
like you do a punch, except your punch does D10.
It's an unarmed melee strike.
Right.
Oh, my melee. So it doesn't. What's this? Hit dice. Oh, is that the hit dice?
No, that's how much you.
Because it says barbarian D12 18 max.
So it's going to be a D20 plus your strength plus your proficiency bonus.
So where is that? A D20 plus strength.
Yeah. So it's
So do you want me to actually do that /D20?
I believe if you just roll your armor spikes again, it's like built in there plus 11. That sounds about right because your strength is plus 5. Your proficiency bonus I think is plus 6. So that would be plus 11.
It's 11. It's 11.
Yeah.
So
if you just roll that armor spikes again, that's got it all built in there.
Okay.
Nice.
And then the third strike. So there's the 3 strikes. You're out.
Nice.
The messiest assassination I've ever even heard of. Brutal. God.
We should have just gone with poison.
All right. He is on the ground. You have punctured him in many places. You can see there is a large puncture, like right in the liver area of his breastplate. Now he is spitting up just fountains of blood. He still has some fight left, but it looks like he is rapidly leaving this world, the mortal realm. Chudwell.
Where's the food?
Well, I guess they've received some of the news.
Be careful of the carpet.
Yeah. Well, how many attacks do I get in a turn?
You're a fighter, yeah?
Yeah. 18th level fighter.
I believe you get 3, and then you can possibly get a 4th with an action surge, but don't quote me on that. That's going from memory.
Okay, well, I want to use Commander's Strike.
Nice.
And I will.
Erevan can get a sneak attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell Erevan to finish him off. I'll just go like that.
Finish him.
Yeah.
Nice. Did we lose the DM?
Yeah, and I get to roll. I think I get to roll a superiority dice, which is my favorite.
What is that?
I gotta figure. I think it's a D10.
Yeah, it's definitely a D10 at your level.
Yeah, you have 3 attacks at 11 and 4 at level 20.
You add the superiority die to the attack's damage roll. Okay.
Yeah, so that's my superiority dice roll.
You hear that, Chudwell? You have 4 at level 20.
I actually have 5 superiority dice.
No,
I mean, attacks.
Attacks at level 20. Where are you
I'm only level 18.
18.
Yeah, so you have 3 at 11. Up from 11 up to 20, you have 3.
Okay. Sweet.
Now, are you a champion or are you a battle master?
DM.
Master.
Currently a battle master. I wanted to be a champion, but I fucked up and became a battle master.
DM, do I still have sneak attack?
Yes, yeah, because because it's no longer, this is on a different turn. And you do have advantage. Yeah.
You have 6 superiority dice, man.
I do? Sweet.
Yeah, you
my-
get start with 4, and then at 7 you get another one, and one more at 15. So you have 6.
Okay.
6 d8s.
Well, D10s.
Nice. 32 damage. Which means
Plus 4 from my superiority dice.
plus another 4.
At 18th level they turn into d12s. So
Right.
you have 6 d12s.
Oh, I have to re-roll that then.
Yeah. So because it improved
Oh,
combat
fuck.
superiority, at 10th they go to d10s, and at 18th they go to d12s.
Okay, so I have 6 D12s.
Yeah, 6 d12s.
All right, I gotta change out my character sheet.
Crazy.
What did you? Were you talking to me, hon? No.
Jesus.
Hello.
Hey, Courtney.
Hi, Courtney.
Hola.
Oh, thank you very much. She had to go home because instead of leaving
Oh, I've
my
been telling him.
power cord at work, I left it at home this time. So.
Brilliant.
Yes,
kept
I was like,
because
really?
God.
You're fucking kidding me?
You just can't help but leave it somewhere.
You're right. I know. Fucking thing. I need to have it like tied to my waist. All right. So, Chudwell, you give the go ahead and direct Aravan.
Chudwell also.
I assume you. Yeah, I assume it's almost like a rich guy at a restaurant, like.
Finish him.
And then you see him spin his sword around and jam it right through the eye socket of Commander Krieger, pinning his head to the ground and ending his life immediately.
Okay, so I still have 2 more attacks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Can I do more commander strikes or?
Yeah, I believe so. As long as you have superiority dice to spend. Yeah.
Yeah, I have 6 of those. So okay. Can I talk too? I really like talking. How much talking can I do without using up an attack?
You can do quite a bit of. Generally speaking, you can do a lot of talking as long as you're not waiting around for somebody to respond.
Okay.
Doing it. My name is Inigo Montoya. You prepare to die.
I'm gonna say, Lando, why don't we do a hold on the valet? He might be useful to us, and I will use I will do a commander strike for Lando.
That's I can use a
Awesome.
reaction to
You
make.
also have Chudwell. You also have something called Know Your Enemy, and
Yeah.
after watching them for 1 minute, you actually can tell. The DM can tell you their strength score, their dexterity score, their constitution, armor class, hit points, total class, levels if any, and fighter class.
Yeah, I guess levels is what I would want to know.
Or 2 of the following, so you can understand if they're vital and what their levels are.
And Lando cannot cast a spell.
It's got to be a 1-weapon attack.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll just give it to the rogue then. That's probably the best use of it.
Well, the stone's standing right next to that guy, isn't he? He already took a swing at him and missed 3 times.
Okay, I'll give it to stone. Sure, I don't care. I mean, it's a party. I also want to shout party.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. It's a bonus action. Yeah, so and you can only take 1 bonus action per turn.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can only do it once. All right, so I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna shout, "It's party time!" as loud as I can. It's party time, and
Right.
and I'll say, "Well, Valet, the news is that I'm in charge now, and not your boss. I'm your new boss. So my first order is for you to sit down."
Roll your authority roll, and then do either persuasion or intimidation, your choice.
Roll 20 plus 2.
I just had a total deja vu where the guy goes,
Oh, yeah, okay. So now you have advantage.
Now, which one do I roll now?
You can choose. Are you trying to intimidate or persuade?
Intimidate.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Over there. Top of the character sheet, skills. Yeah, this would be an intimidation. Well, I mean, it's more of a persuasion because I don't care what he does. I mean, I don't know how useful a person he is. I'll just do persuasion. I mean, it's up to him. He can decide.
That's not fucking bad. Let's see how he rolls. Yeah, he drops his sword.
Yeah, please take a seat at the table so we can have dinner.
An
now.
excellent choice.
Uh,
I'm gonna, yeah, Landorian will whistle to the captain. You know. I didn't actually want to whistle into anybody's listening ears.
Okay.
Dude, Colonel Krieger just got assassinated and just a mess.
Right.
Yeah, that was a very sloppy.
Just getting mauled by the barbarian of the Spikes. Brrr.
Is the dwarf still rolling around on his corpse?
Yeah, as of right now, yes. He is.
Like a fucking dog in the grass?
After he just cleaned the ogre off of his spikes.
Right.
He almost got to order wine. Almost.
Yeah.
That was pretty twisted. He's like talking to Landorian about, oh, I've never actually gotten to try that particular.
Yeah. Well,
Nobody's told me to stop, so I'm still just.
Yeah.
Captain Volrus and Killraven walk out, and Volrus looks at the dwarf rolling around on the corpse of Krieger, and he looks at you, Chudwell, and he says, "You know, this is the reason why we can't have nice things."
Well, I'm sorry, guys, but you know, we're trying to make an omelet here, and we had to break an egg, and it's obviously a well-stirred omelet, but
Is somebody going to tell him to stop because he's still going?
I mean, this,
Stone
yeah.
has to pull him off or something.
Yeah, somebody would have told you to stop. I mean, Landorian, if no one else, will say, all right, enough.
Stardragon.
He thought you would have stopped when he whistled.
He's dead already. Stone doesn't say a word. The dwarf wouldn't listen to me anyway.
Like, I just kind of want Thargrave to get out of his system. I mean, he's been itching to kill this guy all fucking day. Like, just kind of
For
let
3
him.
weeks. For 3 weeks.
You know, you guys realize we have a lot more work to do tonight.
Yes, we have a lot more work to do, and that's what this dinner party is about. So,
By the way, when I get up, I take his sword.
Okay.
all right.
Oh,
Everybody.
that's dirty. That's dirty.
Killraven is he walks over to the body. He looks at Athen, the valet, and then he looks down at the body. You see him kind of kick it a couple times, reaches down.
Yeah,
You see him pull a ring off of his finger, and he says, "This is going to be your pledge of loyalty for me, and now I pledge my loyalty for you."
I hold my hand out in a very fancy way. So something like this. Yeah.
It's like,
do you curtsy?
Well, I appreciate you all pledging your allegiance, and you know, this is actually a lot more important. I'm not trying to just run the town. I mean that of course the task may naturally fall on the shoulders of a Chudwell, but
I don't mean to interrupt.
got some important business to plan here.
I don't interrupt there, Captain Shudwell, but where's the rest of Krieger's men? I mean, he's just got what happened there. There's his
Right.
valet. We've never seen him travel with less than a score of men around him.
Well, I mean, my reputation preceded me, so just based on the trust of my family, Colonel Krieger showed up, and as you can see, I betrayed his trust. However, like I said, we're trying to stop the undead dragon, and in order to do that, we need the town to be united because it's going to be a big battle, and we have a Titan on the way.
We don't know where his men are then. Do we know where his men are right now? Does
No, we
anyone
don't.
know?
So the valet probably knows. We can ask him.
Yes, we'll put Erevan to working on him, not Thargrag.
Why?
Thargrag, you've done your part. Go clean up, then get some food.
That's what he does.
Now, as to you two captains, I'll be frank. This city, while I'm sure it holds a great bit of importance to everyone else in the room, there are a few of us in here who think this is just something we need to get done with and be on our way. So, we need to find out where Krieger's men are. We need to find out where his lieutenant, his second in command is.
Why don't we ask the valet?
Very well.
Yeah.
We will get to that. He may
On
not.
our way out, I'm like,
He may not.
ask
He
the
may
guy
not
who
be
did
so
that.
willing to give us information. So the plan is, we'll let Erevan talk to him if necessary and get the information that we need, or whoever else wants a crack at it. Whatever. In the meantime, we need you captains. We need your men, and we're going to need to let Shotten take his rightful place as the head of the Church of the Raven Queen. And we
Yep.
need to accomplish this evening.
Yep. And we would like as many of those 400 soldiers as possible to be on our side as we storm the lair of Dragotha, the undead dragon. And any
They won't.
that our
They
way
probably.
will.
That's months, like a month march or something.
Oh, okay. Well, they can guard the
Oh,
city.
we do need them for the winged angel bitches. So
Yeah, the blessed angels.
that's it. Those things.
The blessed angels. Yep. We have to take care of the blessed angels. And
Yes, the blessed angels. These are going to be quite formidable.
yes, but we have a Titan on the way.
And you have a contract.
Yes, and we have barbarian. So I think we'll be all right. So what was the valet's name again? Valet. What was your name again?
Athen.
Athen.
How will this go for you?
So Athen, yeah, you got a lot of options here, buddy. I mean, I want you to be on our side because we can use a valet. If you know where that dragon wagon is, that would be helpful.
We have our dragon wagon.
We do.
Yeah, it's being put together by the House of the Black Lanterns.
Yeah.
So you could help put together the dragon wagon. That would be helpful.
We're not
drive it.
He's
a valet. He drives, right?
Oh, he's like a number 2.
Like a personal attendant.
Personal attendant.
He's-
Okay.
yeah.
Well, you can be the assistant to the Fabler, and
Oh, jeez, we're gonna put him.
no, I'm not going to demote him.
He'll
that
be
far.
lucky to leave here alive, Captain Chudwell.
Yes, of course.
He's got a
of
few
course.
questions to answer. We're
He's
not giving
got-
him a promotion.
Right. Well, yeah, we'll work on his rank. I mean, Athen, like you're either gonna be dead or you're gonna be, a driver, or, I know Prince Zeech is a cool guy. He's got the freak show and all that, but this is a.
Where are
this is a
Krieger's
big-
men?
Yeah, just ask.
And I'm going to be as intimidating as I can. I'm going to start to slide Daemora slowly out of its scabbard as I walk closer to him.
He said, all of Captain Krieger's men, they're at the garrison.
They didn't do so well. I'm not very scary.
I could come
You
back.
get to do you get to roll your authority as well. I mean, even if you do, you only get a 13, but
Didn't even matter.
Can I
No.
roll persuasion on him?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, it would be you would be helping save the world if you give us this information, Athen.
I'm telling you, all of its regular guys, they're all at the garrison.
I believe you. I guess.
Do you? You want to roll?
Wait a minute.
See, or are you just gonna randomly believe
Insight
this fucking
check.
guy? This guy who could be feeding you the biggest bunch of bullshit.
Carrack is over in the corner. He heard some stuff earlier.
No, you're looking at him. You're giving him the fucking cold hard stare of the 1,000-yard stare from the battlefield. And this guy is he's shitting bricks. He's right now. He'll tell you that he fucking dances around in ladies' underwear. That's what he does.
He doesn't want to hug the dwarf.
I'm hungry. Let's get a taco.
All right.
No, all the rest of Krieg's men, he told them before we left that they were supposed to continue with all of the preparations because we was trying to get ready. He was worried about well, forgive me, but he was worried about the captains. He was worried about you, Captain Volrus. He was also worried about you, Captain Kilraven. So he was planning on arresting you.
Okay.
Well, it looks like that didn't work out, did it?
Which of you captains will? Oh,
Yeah, we should probably have
which of
these
you?
captains.
Yeah, which of you captains will be assuming command of the city watch? We need to determine that here and now, so that there are no mistaking who's under whose authority later.
Shatton, welcome to the party.
Y'all did good, I see. Exactly as you planned it.
It pretty much was.
Well, I know that the next in line would be Lieutenant Colonel Harkel Grygax.
Perhaps, perhaps that's true. However, I think Captain Walrus and I personally would feel more comfortable with either Walrus or Killraven in charge. I've known them longer, and they are
No,
both.
I agree. I'm just saying in the natural line of succession.
Well, as you can see, there's a lot of unnatural things going on with fucking undead zombies all over the place. So
Right. I'm just trying
It
to
would be yes.
natural line of succession.
right, but
The question remains: can we trust him to be loyal to us? And if so, he would be an optimal choice because the men may still respect his rank.
well, what do you guys think, Killraven, Walrus? Do one of you two want to do it, or do you think Lieutenant Colonel Harkle Driggets would be a better choice as far as gaining the loyalty of the 400 soldiers of the City Watch?
They both at the same time say, "Yes,
I'll do
naturally,
it.
I would do it." So,
Of course I'll. I'm born for this job.
Well, okay. Well, here's the. Well, if one of you is commanding the City Watch, then the other one would probably have to command all of the Rangers. So, are you
All
prepared?
Rangers.
Are you prepared to give up your northern or your western Rangers in exchange for the men of the City Watch?
They both say, "Yeah, absolutely."
Yeah, fuck yeah. 100 to 400. Which one do I want?
I walk right over to the guy, Ball. What's his name? Ball. What?
Walrus.
Not even Balrus. Tap him on the shoulder and go, "This is our guy."
All right, let's do Captain Walrus.
Balrus.
Treadwell has
He doesn't sound so fat.
thoroughly considered this, and I choose Walrus.
All right, make a persuasion roll.
Okay.
I agree. We do this out of game time, but I'll make this one roll.
Yeah.
Who's third?
Yeah, there can be this could go on for this debate.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this out of game time, and let's do the Raven Queen's Temple.
Good. How does that guy's name spelled?
Which guy?
Walrus.
Walrus.
Vulras.
Oh, B. I thought it was a B.
Nah, yeah, V is in Victor.
I thought it was a W.
Walrus.
I thought it was a silent Q.
Oh, there's my persuasion. Ha!
That's awesome for a dwarf.
This is our guy. Right here.
That was Stone. That was a racist microaggression.
This is our guy. Now let's go to the temple.
Yes, it was.
All right, let's do it. All right, Walrus, if maybe take Krieger. I don't know, however you want to do it. I'll let you kind of work out the details. I'm not going to micromanage you, but if you can gain the loyalty of those 400 soldiers, that'd be great. Kill Raven, if you can round up all the Rangers, and we'll prepare for tomorrow.
And we need to start arraying them in strategic locations around where we believe the Ebony Guard to be deployed.
Yeah, we're gonna have to probably make a raid on the temple next.
Right now.
Yeah, right now.
I'm gonna have to get off in about a half hour.
Okay, so Kill Raven, get the Rangers. We're going to the temple. Walrus, get the soldiers. We're going to the temple.
We're not bringing the soldiers to the temple.
We're not?
No.
Okay, never mind.
No, he's just supposed to go and take command.
Okay.
Walrus has to go and take command and not die in the process.
Your methods of violence not needed there.
Okay. Well, should I just stay in my formal clothes then? Or should I prepare for battle at some point?
Wear your silly pantaloon.
Okay. Done. I'm gonna be Prince Chudwell now.
All right.
We're
definitely need to have some more conversation about, because like Volrus is gonna say, hey, that's great and all that you put me in charge, but you know, if I walk in there, Harkle, you know, the lieutenant colonel is gonna tell me to go fuck myself, you know, and probably have me arrested on sight if I say that Colonel Krieger's dead. So, but we can open up that can of worms.
We can circle back on that.
Yeah.
I'll let you come with us to the temple for now, and then we'll all go together to the barracks.
They say
All
no.
right. Mark, just take,
We'll meet you back here.
Mark, can you take a quick look at my whisper?
Whisper.
Yeah.
And with that go.
They're boy. It's honestly it's a toss up between.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
It's something I probably wouldn't know.
They're both sort of vocal, opponents of Zeech. They both vocalize their dissatisfaction with how he allocates resources to the Rangers, and they've also both have garnered a lot of respect from their men for being brave, steady in the field. They're pretty similar. I think it's Killraven is known to be possibly a little bit more aggressive.
Lanier, how high up is he organizationally?
He's like he's a sergeant. He's probably he probably should have been higher ranking had it not been for his sort of also not he doesn't quite wail and moan vociferously enough during parades and processions of Zeech, like in North Korea, to gain the proper.
He doesn't cater to play the politicking game.
So my connecting them with Lanier is not going to be advantageous, or at least not quickly advantageous.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Wouldn't Chudwell be able to, because he's been in the room with them, wouldn't he be able to tell who is higher ranking and who's a higher level fighter?
I would
I would say that they both have the same rank. At the current moment, I think it's Volrus commands 35, while Killraven commands 22. So Volrus has a slightly larger command, but he's also in a slightly more active undead territory.
Chudwell's already made his decision. Volrus is going to be taking command of the soldiers of the City Watch, and Killraven is going to be taking command of all of the Rangers.
Dungeon Master, I'm going to inform both of them that Lanier is with us with his 20 veterans, so that they know and can work out with their forces how to best utilize Lanier if they can use him better than I can.
Okay, gotcha.
So do I have a ring
It's
that used to
probably
be?
true because they have more of a station than I do here.
Gotcha. Did you ask? Do you have a ring?
Yeah. Did I get a ring from Colonel Krieger?
No. He took it. Volrus took it. He was like, "Hey, this is mine now."
Oh, okay.
Like,
That's
I'm
fine.
taking shit.
All I need is my fancy suit. I'm gonna keep
It's
wearing it.
Shatton's turn. Shatton, we're going to your temple.
Yep. Let's go, dude.
We can wrap this up.
Yeah. I'm ready. No. Okay.
Wait, wrap it up as in end it for the night, or you mean?
Oh
like,
well, no. I've like I said, I've got about
30
20-ish minutes left.
Okay. Let's.
Let's get to the
Who
temple.
all wants to go to the Temple of the Raven?
Well, we're all
Queen?
going
All
to the Temple of the
together.
Raven Queen.
What was the particular plan? Let's.
Plan is all of us go. We just follow Shot and let Shot and be in charge of the
Yeah,
temple
this
action.
is Shotton's
Shotton's-
thing.
it's Shotton's show.
Yeah, I'm going to my fancy
Captain
suit.
Chudwell, as Paladin of the Raven Queen, I would love to speak with my better. And
GM, real quick,
he needs.
Yeah, you guys should definitely be
would Alistero be needing up? Like, we can role play after everybody gets done here. We can role play out his extra activities so that we don't take up everybody else's time.
Yeah.
But would he meet up with people at some point here?
Yep. I've got you all on the new map.
Okay.
There we go. And you're not actually. Well, you don't have to be right there, but just everybody.
The ominous music
Very
again.
sexy.
I love that music that kicks in.
Yeah, like the change
That's
of
pretty tight.
Wow.
atmosphere for the different locations.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that the dinner party went quite well. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah. Sorry for the mess.
That's fine. No, that was a really good time. Greg, I hope you feel
I do pull a Han Solo when I say sorry for the mess. I flip him a steel.
Wait, say that again, Stone?
I pull a Han Solo with the sorry for the mess and flip you a
Hey,
steel.
you guys, let's take a 5-minute break here and refill drinks, use restrooms and stuff like that. We'll be back, everybody. Be right
Okay,
back.
I'm gonna get a snack.
I've just always wanted to say sorry for the mess.
action.
Mark,
Sorry,
you're
Mark.
muted.
No, we were all gone for a while. We all took a break.
Okay. Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. Sorry, I had the Courtney was up front doing stuff, and then the aunt of the manager of Domino's next door was there with her kids, and so we, hey, how you doing? The kids came in, gave them fucking granola bars. It was great. Everybody had a blast. Okay. So now.
I texted that.
Her?
Hold on a second.
Here, let me. I'm.
Okay.
Shotten's up.
Like my message screen is like coming up over, so I can't like read the bottom sentence on text.
Yeah.
That's why I rolled those dice.
I don't have Shudwell, but
Yeah, I've got his butterfly picture.
But okay, we are now at the Temple of the Raven Queen. This is there are numerous temples in town. This is the only one that is actually still kept up, occupied, and being used as a formal temple, as this is the only recognized religion in Carrack's Cross. We are probably right around dusk, 7:30 p.m. ish.
Vampires waking up.
Right. You know can approach from the street side, and you do, however, I mean, all of you would realize, like, you know, Shotten himself was able to go there earlier completely, you know, unmolested without a problem. You definitely think, like, if the group of you, you know, 6 armed and heavily armored, like, adventurers show up all at the same time, it's probably gonna raise suspicion, if not, you know, an alarm.
And Chudwell's in his fancy clothes.
Chudwell's fancy. He's
so it'd probably be a good idea.
Yeah, if everybody else is going incognito as well, that would be one way to, you know, not raise suspicion. If nobody's armed, or at least openly armed, that would be one way to, you know, enter the temple without arousing suspicion. However, if y'all are going in there just, you know, decked for war, that's even in a city that's as rough as Carrack's Cross, that is probably going to at least catch the guard's nose for sure.
Elstero's a pretty unobtrusive person when he wants to be.
I think that the Tiger King's pet should probably stay back in the kennel.
Because
Oh God!
at any time go fancy or anything like that.
I would completely disagree.
That's why you're the Tiger King.
Meow Mix will be right there in the middle of things, but nobody will know about him. He will not be noticed.
Well, I mean, people
By the
would have
way,
tigers as
Cotton,
pets back then.
maybe you shouldn't wear the robe of fucking ravens.
This is actually like the one place where it's appropriate.
Yeah, yeah, it's the garb of the High Priest of the Raven Queen.
Hello.
I
Well,
mean,
let's go.
I expect that kind of density from the noble, but the Tiger King, no.
So,
Sargrad, would you like to borrow my little nephew's fancy clothes, or are you gonna wear your spiked armor?
I only wear spiked armor. I don't wear fancy clothes.
Okay. That sounds
I will proceed Shotten into the temple.
So,
you get spiked armor naked. How you want me?
Yeah, you want spiky armor or naked?
I'll
Should we
address
put
the
it-
party, and I'll just be like, I'll just say, you all can come to the temple if you want to. That's fine. When it comes to the talking of the high priest, it will be Big Stone and myself.
Of course, of course. Yeah, Sargrad, if you want, you can hop in my pocket hole, and then I just carry you around.
Portable hole.
So Mark, the priest who was there, that was just a regular priest. It wasn't.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, it was not the archbishop. He looked like he was probably a low-level clergy.
Trait Shaw.
Yeah, not Trecha.
Okay. All right. Oh yeah, we make our way back to the temple, which isn't too far from where we were at.
No. It's not gonna. It's like
a couple blocks.
10-minute walk, 5-minute walk.
It's gonna be like the Reservoir Dogs movement.
Yeah.
Looking back on the track for a little greenback.
I was thinking when we go into the church, like the party would be standing outside, kind of like when Matthew Broderick went to the quartermaster's place to get shoes for his regiment.
In glory.
Like everybody's out there just kind of like just posturing.
So who is staying back? Who's entering the temple? And Shotton and Stone are going to enter the temple. Everybody else is staying back.
No, I'm going in. I'm just not going to talk.
And Lando's just is
probably stay out.
Leather armor with his rapier.
Oh yeah, I'll put my rapier in my bag of holding.
Okay.
I would
stay in the church.
I would stay outside, but close outside in case we need some validity from the local nobility.
I'm gonna stand outside so nobody else comes in.
That's
okay. There are two guards, two ebony guardsmen standing right outside the very front door.
I'm gonna stand.
I'll just walk in. I'll look at the guards and I'll just nod at them both, and I'll walk in.
The captains are just having a little dinner party. Now we're going to church. You know, it's all good.
Take me to church.
So, okay, so Umbra's going in. Umbra's shopping going in. Stone's going in.
I am going in as well. Yes.
Okay. And Lando's going in as well. So we got 3 are going in. The rest are staying outside.
I'd like to use hide in plain sight. So I'd spend a minute preparing and get a +10 bonus on hiding while staying still in a spot that I've chosen to blend into.
Okay. Where do you want to blend?
He's gonna come in the way that he came in initially and climb a tree.
Probably somewhere
has lots of
right around there.
corners in the temple.
Okay. Gotcha.
So are these two guards right here, right at the entrance, like right there? These guys.
Where are you pinging them? Ping them.
I can't. It doesn't work. I don't know what that means.
Click and hold. Left click and hold. Left click and hold.
So those are the guards?
Yes.
I'm gonna stand right there.
All right. So I take it. Well, Umbra.
After they go in, I'm just gonna stand there like I'm a guard.
Okay.
Just walks up and stands next to him.
I'll go inside.
Yep.
I now became an ebony guard. They just don't know it.
The guard next to who you're standing next to, he kind of looks at you and he goes, "Either go in or get out the way, dwarf. You need to not block the entrance."
Nobody's going in.
Oh, he shot a guy.
All right, then you need to get out the way the entrance.
As I walk in, I'll say, "May your fate be finding you."
And he's looking at you. He's like, "Are you deaf, dwarf? You need to back away from the entrance to the temple."
Carrack.
So I go like this.
Listen to the man.
I go like this. I backed into the entrance.
All right.
I walk up to this priest here.
Then I do my intimidating my what is it? Intimidation.
Presence?
Yeah, intimidating. Where'd he go?
Where'd who go?
My indomitable. No. Intimidating presence, yeah. So if the creature can see or hear you, it must succeed a wisdom saving throw DC to 8 plus my proficiency bonus plus my charisma modifier.
All right.
So what is that? I don't know how to roll.
Whatever your charisma is, which I think is probably 0, but your proficiency modifier is 6, so I believe it's a 14 DC.
My charisma is a 10, so that's a 0.
Right. Yeah. So then it should be a
Equal to wisdom DC equal to 8 plus my proficiency bonus plus my charisma. So
14 total.
Okay.
All right.
So he's got to roll a 14.
Yes. Okay. And he. Are you just standing in the door?
Yeah, I backed into the doorway, so I'm not standing right next to him, but now I'm standing in the door.
Okay, and you see there are 2 more ebony guard right inside the door, and now they're all looking at you.
Perfect.
Well, they're not looking at the rest of my party, so we're good.
I should have told the rest of the party to stay in the kitchen. Stay
He's
yeah.
I'm gonna hand the. Can I hand the pocket hole or whatever the fuck it's called, the portable hole? Can I hand it to Aravan?
To put it over.
To go like
and,
throw over Thargreg's head.
And like, yeah, I'm gonna kind of whisper to Aravan like, hey, you might need to use this. And I'm just gonna give that to Aravan, and then.
All right. Noted.
He just doesn't like to be told what to do.
Yeah, but like sometimes you have to be told what to do, even if it's just an illusion. Play along.
Yeah, but from you guys, yes, but not from nobody told him, so he just stood there. It's like, when the guards tell him what to do, he's like, "Fuck you."
This
Thargreg, you had 2 options.
You see him. He's got like face tattoos. It looks like almost like a Maori, the Moku, and he's got his hair pulled back into a long braid down his back, and he says, "Hey dwarf," he says, why don't you have a seat? We got some nice, comfortable pews. You can sit down. You can worship the queen in your own way.
Aye, that sounds good. Where's the seat?
Yeah.
I follow him wherever he takes me.
He walks right to the very first set of pews.
Where is this queen?
Where's the queen?
Oops, sorry, I'm moving you. Sorry. And then he just he says, it's the best seat in the house for you. No one else going to bother you when you're sitting there.
Not those guys. Telling me what.
Right. And then he just gives you a nod, and he kind of walks around you. He's looking at the spiked armor, and he's like, "Fuck." And he kind of gives you a light around you.
Some guts still on it.
I could have put you anywhere. No one would give you shit.
All right, and all right, Chaplain, you walk up to the priest.
Yep.
At the front.
Is a priest Shatter Kai or human?
He is Shatter Kai.
Shatter Kai. I look at him, I say, "Your fates be finding you a good priest."
He looks at you and says, may your fate be finding you, brother.
I'd be looking for the Trait Shah, the entitled High Priest of the Raven Queen.
Yeah. Well, the Archbishop is currently in his private meditation. He only gives the liturgy and the sermon during the midday. So you can come back tomorrow if you want to see him, although you are more than welcome to sit down and pray. There are the offering plates at the end of each one of the aisles. So
This cannot happen. I need be seeing him now.
what
You
is
can
troubling you, my brother?
You may either let me know where the private chamber is, or you can let him know that the real, true high priest of the Raven Queen be in the presence of the temple.
And he kind of looks at you. You see him look past you to the guards, and he says, I'm not exactly sure what you'll be telling me, brother. What is this sort of bumble plot you got going on here?
You you know of Nicolasa and James, the Ebony Guardsmen.
I know Nicolasa, yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know James, but I don't know all of the Ebony Guard. There are many, many guardsmen here. I probably have met him before, but
These are the only two guards that I have spoken with that I have shown the true power of the Raven Queen, the true blessings, the divinity.
there was another guy named Zen Creighton too. But yeah,
Zen Creighton. I had James written down, but Zen.
yeah, James Eason, Zen Creighton, and Nicolasa Brackett.
Zen Creighton. Eason.
Yeah. Um, he says, "Well, you know, it is good to hear that you have seen the workings of the Raven Queen. She works all things around. If you feel so inclined, you can make offering right up here at the altar for her blessed divinity."
Okay. Uh, Priest. You will tell me where the priest, the archbishop, may be found.
Uh-oh.
I cast Guardian of Faith, and I do so in an attempt to like place the shield and sword that appear directly behind Shotten. So it is the symbol of the Raven Queen with a blazoned sword next to it as a guardian of Shotten. And I
Okay.
place
And at
that forward
at the
as
same time, I'll lame him in fairy fire.
as
Ooh, nice.
that miraculous.
Is there an altar here?
Yes, this is the altar right there.
Okay. How high is the ceiling?
The ceiling stretches up. Probably it's a big coffered, domed ceiling, 50 to 60 feet high.
Okay. So kind of like a cathedral basilica type.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
I'll also weave in a prestidigitation to get a little bit of almost semi-angelic, but with more of a bird kind of, cawing. Kind of in the soft afterglow, background.
A little bit of the black light.
So the Ebony Guardsmen are coming up. I am getting resistance from this priest. What I will then do with all of this kind of stuff going on is I will unfurl the wings. I will wrap them out and I will fly up and over the priest, landing on the altar.
Okay.
And
Are the guards coming from the door?
and then I will like kind of with my wings out, I'll go in circle. I'll like twirl, making eye contact with each of the Ebony Guardsmen, and I will say loudly. I will say, "Ebony Guardsmen, true followers of the Raven Queen, it is I, Shatin, the true Arbinger, High Priest of the Raven Queen, blessed by her divinity, come to restore the true faith, come to restore her power and her presence in you as her followers."
Does the spectral guardian does that follow?
Yeah, I'm gonna direct it to be as dramatic as possible behind as like a support, like the Raven Queen being the stamp of shot.
All right. Let's see. So Shotten, make a authority roll.
Okay. What's that? How's that look?
It's a D10 plus 3. And if you roll a 15 or higher, you automatically get a advantage on your next check, which would be, I guess,
A D20 plus, right?
A D20 plus 3. Mm-hmm.
You said D10.
Oh, sorry, D20 plus 3.
Oh, yeah, you said D10.
A D10 plus 3, and if you can beat a 15,
You're good.
You did say, because I came in here and I kind of did some communing with the temple and the people and stuff
You
like
automatically
that.
get it out of right. You automatically get advantage. So take
Well, you
advantage.
said you said I would get. You said it would be an automatic success on whatever my next roll was. You said I got inspiration, and then I thought you said that there was an automatic success. But if you want to do it as advantage, that's...
Advantage? Yeah, I think I meant advantage, like you'd get automatic advantage on your next roll.
Okay.
But yeah. So do a persuasion with advantage. Which I'm guessing this would be persuasion.
Or intimidation.
Would there be... Okay.
Yeah, whichever you prefer. I mean, this you could really look at it both ways. You're kind of doing this, power play, which is very dramatic and could be considered intimidating, or it could be considered very sort of religious and like
inspiring.
Yeah,
or it could be
nothing on it.
both dark and beautiful and terrible.
Okay, so the authority is 1d20 plus 3.
Mm-hmm. Oh well, that you automatically get that just would give you advantage, and you're automatically going to get it due to your union.
It's all charisma. I got shit for charisma.
Sweet.
That'll work. That'll work.
Yeah. All right, so let's do a.
And I say, I call for the audience of Archbishop Trait Shah.
You see some of the guards are they approach, but then they kind of stop and they look pretty much in awe. They're kind of staring at you like, what the fuck is going on?
And any that come near Umbra, I make sure to make eye contact with, but I do so with that same awe that is being spread out.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to add to the performance of Shotten.
And the other thing that this is kind of what I've got up my sleeve as a plan, and I'll just let you know. My plan was to get in the presence of the Archbishop, and I might do it here as well, and cast the 8th level spell Holy Aura.
Okay.
Holy Aura, all that does is, like people who attack me would get disadvantage, and or I could pick people and they could get advantage on saving throws and attacks. But there's like 3 other spells that I can do that are lower level. I was just going to cast that because it would be casting out the power of an 8th level divine spell. So it would just be more of a creating that environment.
Okay, I mean it's totally up to you. I mean, it sounds like it's a pretty decent spell. If it gives everybody disadvantage.
Plus, basically, what both of us are trying to do is to actually bring the Raven Queen and her blessings into this house for the first time. Like we are the reflecting mirrors.
Yeah, we're the channel.
That's bringing in that holiness, and that's
what we're falls down and is like on his back, and you see him kind of scooting back when he says, "By the Queen's vestments, I go get Archbishop. Please,
no, we'll go with you.
and he says, please wait here, wait
No,
here.
no.
I will go get the Archbishop.
Don't
Lead
wait.
the way. We
Yeah,
will come with.
we're coming with you.
And I'll hop down. The Raven Queen, be it seen that we come with.
So he wants to go through the door, and he's like, please wait here, wait here.
I look at him. I look at him as dead on as I can, pulling as much of the Raven Queen as I can, and say, "Lead the way. Take us there." Shit.
And I.
Well, let me roll that thing that we do.
The
So I
authority.
have advantage. Look at that. Shit.
Oh man,
Here's the critical fails.
that is a critical fail.
That's what I do. I do this whole thing and say, "Hey,
I was.
bring us with you, man."
I was assisting.
No. He says you cannot come back into the private chambers, but if you wait here, I can go get the Archbishop for you.
Would you deny the Raven Queen presence in her temple?
I
nice,
still
David.
must adhere to the rules of the Archbishop.
The Archbishop. This is not a temple to Archbishop Trait Shaw. This is an Archbishop to the Raven Queen, and I
the
am her
Raven Queen
arbinger.
respects the authority of her chosen speakers. She has
Exactly.
chosen
I am
and
the
she has
authority.
chosen you.
I am her chosen speaker, not this Archbishop. It is I, Shatin,
He says,
and I demand to be let into the chamber of the Eye Priest, which I am.
Make a make an
This is supposed to be
intimidation
stone.
I know, I'm sorry, dude.
roll. Stone's crit failing. Stone's like, I get it. Here's it.
Welcome, my failures.
Okay, so intimidation. Let's.
This is why we're called the crit.
The critical fail. Only at the most opportune time.
Only at the most pinnacle of storyline occasions.
Carrack and Chudwell used up all the
Constitution
20.
save was 26.
All right, so intimidation again,
Or
or persuasion. It's all the same.
Yeah. And I will give you advantage.
Okay.
As soon as he jumped down off the pew, I kind of got up and started wandering towards the thing up here because I wanted to see what he was on top of.
Thargig's like, where do they keep the crackers and the wine?
The priest looks at you. He says, no, I cannot allow you back into the private chambers. You must respect this holy house of the Queen. If you truly are the messenger of the Queen, you would respect a member of her clergy.
I'd like to do this.
I want to do an insight and see if he's like being legit.
Okay.
Like,
If
you
I
want me to roll just to see if
If I can do that, the word would be obey.
ooh, I don't have that one. Command.
Mhm.
I could have picked that.
That's a paladin spell, isn't it? Command.
what's your insight bonus? Like,
My insight, it's wisdom. So I don't know. I can roll it just to see.
oh, there you
Hey,
go.
look at that.
There you go. There you go.
He's gonna take that second one.
He doesn't appear to be lying. He seems like he is honestly kind of torn between he seems to believe you, but he also seems to be acting under strict orders of protocol. And so, as much as he would like
It's what
to,
he believes the Raven Queen would want.
yeah, he's it's like a Secret Service member that sees somebody get into a car accident outside the White House. As much as they might want to go help, they're stuck to guarding the fucking White House. So
Or
And
like
the way
like
I'm
the,
rolling, I am a car wreck.
Got your car wreck right here.
He's being sincere.
Stone
coming
wants
across
to
as
grant
sincere.
and he trips over his own feet.
All right, so
no, it'd be kind of like a priest at like the Sistine Chapel, and someone coming in saying, "I demand to see the Pope."
Right. Yeah. Like.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Like this is and the Ebony Guard are like the Swiss Guard, and
okay, so he can roll his save.
I mean, you're pretty cool and shit, but it's the Pope.
And the DC was 16 on that, yeah.
Actually, that's a perfect description of a false guy.
You give a one-word command. You speak one word.
Obey.
Obey. It's like
No,
obey.
that's only if that's only if it sucks.
that's my safe word too.
Like banana. I meant obey.
If it's shitty, I say obey. If it's awesome, I say
obey.
That's
If it's flamboyant, you do the rainbow.
Obey. He'll be like, "I will obey," and then snap out of it. It's got to be like sit, turn, open, run, back up.
But we've just given him what we want.
But it's the one-word command. It's not a charm person spell.
No, I know.
It's
One word command, the creature can see within range. The target must succeed a wisdom save, right? Or follow the command on its next turn.
Let us in.
Right? So that follow the command, like we've only been asking.
Obeying is sort of part of the innate. It has to obey whatever but that's not
right. But
it's compelled to obey your command, but your command is not to obey.
I understand what you're saying.
What your command is,
Okay, I'm sorry. I have to follow Shotton in whatever he says. He says he understands you.
What's a single word for
But you could say like
follow you?
open. You could point to the door and say open, and then he would open the door.
All right. Well.
Or you could say grovel.
My idea of what I would say would be obey, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. That's what I would say, because we've been saying the same thing over and over again, which would be in his head, which would be a part of what we've been saying and asking for.
That's not how the spell works. It's not charm person.
Then I fucked up, Mark.
I mean, but I would guess like
one more time
you want him.
Then I fucked up, and it doesn't work. That's what I tried.
I'm guessing like the overall sentiment though is you want him to like basically open the door and lead you to the private chamber.
Hi, Mark. This is what I said, and it was a failure.
Alexero's not good at not talking, guys. Come on.
You can feel free and take it as a failure, because that's what I would have said, because it would have made sense to me.
There you go. Fucking get in there, get him, and bring him back.
It's just nomenclature of the spell, and I get it. Because at first I was like, oh yeah, that works, but I'm like, wait a minute, like
I understand
it needs to be a one-word specific like.
Shotton understands it. He's my boss. I get it. But I fucking tried.
Okay, so he is going to like basically he turns around and he opens the door.
What?
Okay.
Oops.
I look at these two ebony guardsmen, and I say, "Your name, guardsman."
Which door?
Which guardsman?
The two that are right in front of me here, right here.
They look at you, and one says, he says,
Frank.
my name is R.
R.
And the other one says, my name is Hawk.
Queen. R and Hawk. Would you be denying entrance of this back area here to the true priest and the harbinger of the Raven Queen?
And he says, he says, Brother Rainier already opened the door, so
Yeah, then
if
Walk on through.
And you see the crazy guy, he's got kind of a glazed look on his face, and the guard they kind of look at him like, what the fuck? But
Lendoran's gonna go, excuse me. He's just gonna kind of, excuse me,
Your allegiance to the Raven Queen will be remembered, and I be thanking you. And I walk through.
Like, yeah, may your fate be finding you.
May your fate be finding you, brothers.
Okay, you walk through. There is another ebony guardsman. This guy is in full black and silvered plate mail, standing in the hall directly in front of you. And he looks at you and he says, what are you doing back here?
I'll just kind of
be back here to get back up to the temple.
I'll point behind me over at the Shadarkai with the impressive cloak, and I'm with
Lando, stay behind me, please.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Is this not the restroom? I'm sorry.
Your fates be finding you, brother.
I was looking through the gift shop and wanted to get one of those little Raven Queen dolls. He says, yeah. He says, may your fate be finding you right out the back door there.
Nah. That. Don't be talking Babylon, none. I be shot, and I be the true high priest of the Raven Queen. These shield and stuff be my proof.
Yeah, that's the fairy fire still be.
Yep, I need be have an audience with the Archbishop Trecha.
He says, if you want to be talking to Trecha, you need to come back tomorrow during his sermon.
Nah, see, I be the true priest of the Raven Queen, and there be a great combat be happening. We will be under attack, and I need be talking to the Archpriest.
He says,
go fuck yourself.
He says, yeah, you don't seem to be hearing me, brother. You see, you ain't supposed to be back here. Back here is not for you. And you see him put his hand on his sword, and he has his shield. And he says, I am not going to be asking you again.
What? Lendoran will say,
would you be placing a blade on the Harbinger of the Raven Queen?
Lendoran cast Dominate Person.
Aha. All right.
He says, you will listen to your new lord.
Grovel.
No. Take us to the betrayer, to the false pretender.
DC 16.
Well, you gotta be careful about saying those things because they'll look and go, he's right here.
Yeah.
The true leader is back there.
No. This guy is being dominated. He is. What I say to him, he will fucking do it.
It's also called you my bitch.
And he just lost that saving throw.
Yes, he did. What spell level did you cast it as? Oh, a level 5?
Sure. Level 5 will work.
The duration is 1 minute unless it says if you cast it at 6th level, it's 10 minutes, 7th level is an hour.
You know what? We're gonna keep an ebony guard in our pocket for the evening, so we're gonna cast it as a level 7 spell. No, I'm just kidding. I'll do it as a level 6 though for 10 minutes.
Level 8 is 8 hours.
Yeah, level 8 is 8 hours. But yeah, but that changes his wizard. Like what else he can
What
cast.
other things I can cast? I'm gonna cast it as a level 6 spell.
All right.
Give me 10 minutes with him.
and that is it's a concentration.
Dang, I'm all
Oh, it is.
scrollied around here.
It is.
Concentration, yes. Yep.
Yes. Gotcha. All right. Is Stone coming with? I see he's back with Thagrag, but I'm not sure if.
I follow.
No.
Basically wherever Shotton goes, I follow him.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm slowly meandering behind him by about 10, 15 feet. Like I'm just kind of wandering around, and I'm wandering where they're going.
I'm hopeful that Aravan is in stealth following around Thargrag with the portable hole, but I don't know.
Hilarious.
All right.
I'm just kind of sliding stealth-like as a dwarf does.
Did you want me to keep playing Aravan
Sure.
through this?
I thought you were.
No, he's playing both Alistaro and Aravan.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
in that case, yeah, I would be actually taking actions with
That's
it.
why I gave you the portable hole, dude. Wait, what the fuck? He just disappeared.
Who?
The fucking.
He's all like, I'll be Ervin. Ervin goes stealth.
Yeah.
There he is. He's back.
Pretty good fucking stealth right there.
I know, right? That's what 32 stealth looks like.
He went stealth. Boom.
Hey.
There he is.
Hey.
Look at that.
Video and everything. Everything
What's up,
works.
Oh, shit!
We could have had you the whole time.
Crazy.
Lions!
Absolutely
Lion.
crazy.
You see him.
Alistaro's back.
actually works.
Alistaro.
This is the first time we've seen you without a beard, I think.
Probably.
I wondered why you looked
No
goofy.
way. All I ever seen Chris was without a beard. I didn't see him.
Chris, you so pretty.
He looks like a youngin.
You look good, Chris.
Okay.
I got my COVID haircut.
The guard turns and he starts walking. Oh, I guess he was facing the other way. He starts walking down the hall, and he's not
Other guys
the
did.
guard. And he says, the other guard says, "Hey, what's the deal? Who are these people?" And he says, "I'm going to take them to see Archbishop Tritcha." And he's looking at him like, "What the fuck is going on?" He says, "You know the Archbishop isn't having any visitors." And he says, "I'm going to take them to see the Archbishop." And he starts walking past, at which point he walks past, and then this guard, as whoever's the next in line, he's gonna.
That'd be me.
Yeah, he holds out his sword. He holds out his sword, and he says, "No, this is no, you're not going anywhere." He
Brother,
says,
your fates be finding you. I know you are under an order to keep anybody from seeing the Archbishop. I am not anybody. I am Shotton, High Priest of the Raven Queen. Truly touched. And you will allow me past you to see this Archbishop. For he is in my chambers.
Whoa.
Hey, Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Can we go private for a second?
Sure.
That roll for stealth.
I think we're assuming Aravan is following with the pocket hole.
The pocket hole.
Dude,
Correct me if I'm wrong, but if we actually put him inside there, wouldn't he die?
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
Why would he
No,
die?
we've done it before. We've transported you that way before.
Yeah, we've done it before.
Yeah.
If we keep you in there too long, you
That's
run out
how
of
we-
oxygen. But
that's how
if
we
you're in
got
there
the
for a certain
phylactery.
amount of time, you're able to You're able to sustain for a while in there, actually.
Yeah, as long as you don't run out of air. That's how we got the phylactery.
How long do you put me in there for?
10 minutes.
Actually, Landorian got the phylactery and stuffed it in his portable hole, or his pocket
Right,
folder.
but while we were doing that,
Landorian put it in his
the
prison.
dwarf was in the hole.
The dwarf, we did put him in the portable hole, correct.
There is a good reason to do that, because the dwarf has a habit of just...
Yeah, absolutely. There really is a good reason to do it. I thought that was a joke. Like,
No, I was dead serious.
Okay.
Like,
This reminds me.
I was like, hey, Erevan, fucking take this portable hole and keep an eye on the fucking dwarf.
I watched the Netflix Absurd Planet thing today, and there was one episode where they had these minnows that would swim inside the anus of a sea cucumber.
Holy shit.
And like live in there as protection from other bigger fish. Kind of reminds me of this whole thing. I mean, they said at times like they can have like up to like 13 or 14 of these little fish living inside a cucumber's anus.
Dude, and the thing is, we could have done the pocket hole with Colonel Krieger.
I didn't realize that cucumbers had anuses.
Yeah, like the sea cucumbers, ocean cucumbers, something like that.
If it eats, it poops.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's a rule.
Oh, Stone left.
Yeah, he doesn't like when I tell him that the spells that he casts won't work the way that he thinks that they should work, so...
I'm gonna have to go too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. We can take this next week. Yeah, he was trying to convince me that all these Ebony Guardsmen were actually friendly creatures. I'm like, they're really not. He's like, but we're the true people. I'm like, they don't know that.
They think that
Realistically,
they don't see you as the true people.
Realistically, they think we're the imposter, and if you say obey, he's gonna obey what his master told him.
Right, and I'm like,
like, I am obeying. You can't come in.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I get what you're saying. I totally get what you're saying, but you don't know the full story. Like, he's like, but they've never had like the true divine presence in front of them. I'm like, that's true, but they've definitely had something. They've got something.
He sounds like a paladin.
Yeah.
You really don't understand.
Realistically, he should be the one who's like walking ahead and using his charismatic influence to.
He should be in his paladin armor, and that's all right.
Yeah, it's I just don't think it's gonna work the way that like. If you say obey, it's like that's the result of the spell is they obey. What's your command?
Yeah. Yep.
But we can end it there. We got the standoff.
Erevan has rolled a 29 on his stealth check to be following Thargreg with the pocket hole.
Okay.
Portable hole.
Yeah.
The cucumber anus.
So I thought when I took Alistero back over, I thought I was done playing Erevan. I thought Erevan was just going to kind of go in the background, but there was a lot of stuff I would have done as Erevan in this whole scenario if I realized that he was here and an asset that we could be utilizing.
You looted every goddamn guard. Just picking pockets. Ooh. Shiny. I got more shiny.
We would be so much richer right now.
Did we never search the body of fucking Colonel Krieger?
Oh yeah, I did.
Someone did.
I don't know.
Yeah, he typed. Yeah, he typed it in. He said something to the effect of, "I have
digging that ass
in like way."
I'm sorry. What was that, Mark?
He said, I will of course loot the corpse of Colonel Krieger in a very Erevan-like fashion.
Okay.
What's our plan for Monday?
We can do this. We can do the we can
do Stone. We can do Alan's campaign.
I think I might be banned from Alan's campaign.
No, there's going to be an unfortunate accident with your
It happens.
You'd be like, oh, so I'm now castrated. All right, okay.
You're like, oh, you chased the ruse, and the ruse fought back.
That ruse bites more than you thought, huh?
God damn.
He ends up getting kidnapped by the Xanthar. They're holding our barbarian as a hostage.
But we could see if Alan wants to run his. If we want to run this one again, we can. If we
World
want
of
to
Darkness is an option. I mean,
Yeah.
like whatever
yeah,
we want to do.
we can discuss. We can even discuss it. This weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Oh yeah, and if you guys want to, between now and then, in case we play this again, have a plan of action, because like Volres had a very good point. Like, what, I can't just fucking stroll into the militia and say, guess what? I'm your leader now.
Well, we'll
He's
figure
like,
it out.
That was my plan.
Fly.
I
That was
mean,
my plan the whole time.
Krieger's dead, so I mean,
Right. So now it was
there's a
like,
power
as soon as
vacuum. So if all of
Right.
us go in a group,
yeah,
I mean, because we might have to fight 400 people. I mean,
Well, and
I
you're
don't-
not, again, like city militia are not. There's not a group of 400. They're spread out throughout the city.
right.
So you're not going to have to fight 400 guys, but you probably will have to at least do something to, convince the remaining guys that Krieger's dead, that he should be dead, and that they should now follow whoever the fuck you want them to follow, whether, or and if they don't agree to that, then just kill all the ones who don't agree to that.
Oh,
I mean,
I'm gonna need someone to help me write a good speech.
Yeah, we'll.
Follow this guy or die.
We need to.
That's the door speech.
This needs to be much more thought out than it has been to this point.
yeah, it's some
He's working like a charm so far.
organizing a citywide fucking coup, and
I think he's going great.
you got the church, the militia, the rangers, the fucking
Mercenaries
mercenaries.
all after us. The mercenaries and the blood guard are going to come at us here.
Blessed angels.
What I'm thinking
Yeah,
is
the
the
angels.
mercenaries to attack the blood guard
Ebony Guard.
and the
Ebony
ebony
Guard.
Blessed
They
angels,
just keep
Ebony Guard.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just trying to be there for.
I still haven't had a chance to have a chat with Alistero about his buddy Hoff trying to kidnap him.
I know.
He doesn't know about that.
Nobody knows about your the.
I haven't said, hey guys,
Yeah.
I just came back bloody, and they were like, what the fuck?
I didn't
big
see
guy.
you until after you got cleaned up. I would have talked to you about what the hell the blood was all about, but you cleaned up before I saw you.
They're like, probably
Nothing.
nothing. Some big guy tried to hug me.
I don't know. Some guy had some problem with me. That was the end of that.
Yeah, that ogre was pretty fucking stupid trying to fucking grapple with you.
Yeah. Well, again, this was the same guy who was completely
He was
entranced.
playing with his thumb.
playing with his thumb. He's
Yeah,
like,
you're
huh?
obsessed with
Okay.
Ow! That hurt.
I grabbed somebody covered in spikes.
Right.
Yeah.
Go figure. It out.
Yeah.
How pickup?
Yeah.
Fucking sweet.
I liked his idea of doing the shield thing and doing the big,
Yeah. That's when I had my fairy fire too, and I was like, great idea.
Yeah, and I was like,
Presents.
awesome. Yeah, because I was like, well, shit. I mean, this is you're not casting charm person, but you're doing basically everything but. So they're gonna go along with it as long as you keep on keeping it up. And even in the when he was like obey, I was like, okay, like what you said basically bring us to him. So like, what's the next thing you have to do? Open the door. Open.
Yeah, I thought that was a good compromise.
Yeah, I thought that was fair.
He
I
was like,
I'm
okay,
not-
I can't take you there. It goes against everything I've tried, but I won't stop you here. Go. It's like the other guy. Yeah, fine, go.
I was like, it's like the command word. You get one word, boom, open, cool.
Yeah.
He opens the door and is like, no,
Yeah, obey is a little too complex.
yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I get
obey
that.
implies that you should do what I say.
Alright, guys,
So
it's
what
gonna
is
be
it that
late.
you're saying
I'm
to
gonna-
do?
I'm gonna go.
Right.
Good night. Good night.
See you, Captain
John.
Shadowell.
You sir. Yeah. And yeah, it's a little too like you said, it's a little too open ended. There's just like obey.
So I thought obey was, if you wanted him to do what he wanted him to do, I thought it was a good compromise for the guy to open the door and not try to stop us anymore.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to take us there like, hey, and ring in, our arrival, because that's not the kind of spell it is. It doesn't have that much power, not that much pop. And I don't actually have charm person. Like I'm not that kind of mage.
Yeah.
Right.
It'd be like saying serve,
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Okay.
I would then conjure up a ball and a racket and I would hit it at him.
Right. Well, yeah. I guess
I would
serve.
Your next one word command. What's your next?
I would go back into the kitchen and get some food and bring it to your table.
I like yours better than mine. I
actually
don't think I'd like the outcome if I cast that and you went and got me some food. That would be better than you hitting a tennis ball at me.
I actually do a charm person. It's just called intimidating presence.
It's the antithesis of charmed person. It's intimidate the person.
Yeah, there's too much room for interpretation.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll get past them.
Well, it was just frustrating because there was so much that we could have gotten to, and it took up so much time arguing over it. At the very end of the night, it was like, man, let's just move on and continue the storyline.
That's where I was actually, I think these people that were asking about where we are on Twitter, which, by the way, we have a Twitter now. We are at failcritical. Just saying.
You have a TikTok too? Have you set us up?
No, I don't even know what that is.
You're gonna do synchronized dance videos and shit.
He's got us on a TikTok video.
Anyways, we could always talk about our kind of more intricate, detailed plans that way, and kind of figure out who's going to do what, and have discussions about that, so that when we come time to play, we can move the story a little more forward and have our plan together.
Yeah. Because I love all of the dialogue that's back and forth. I absolutely do. I mean, I think that's usually the most kind of fun part. But it does take a lot of time because it's a discussion, it's a debate, and there's back and forth. And as we all know, the video format, as good as Roll20 is, you can basically have one person talking at once.
Mm-hmm.
More than one person talks, it all just gets lost in the jumble. So everybody has to kind of take their turn, and then it takes extra long. So
yeah,
you can get two people.
Yeah.
You get two people talking, and you can hear them both. You get you get a third person in there, and you can't hear anybody.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's So the big discussions and stuff like that, especially if it's stuff that could very easily be taken care of outside of game, where it's not pressing, we need to do this right now because this is imminent. Because I was like, fuck, I've been telling Coobs, I was like, yeah, we're gonna do the Raven Queen stuff.
I know.
Nothing.
That was last week.
Right. And you're going, okay, I'm gonna twiddle my thumbs.
Yeah.
We made so
I'll
much
sit in
time
the
on
kitchen.
food.
Right.
Yeah, I'll eat a drumstick and ice cream and drink some wine.
Yeah.
But
So-
yeah.
It was good. It was good. I feel bad for Alan. I understood what he was going for, and I feel bad that I'm just frustrating him because he's.
Well, it's not the first time we've run into this with him.
Yeah, and it's
not the first time
He didn't call you names though.
It's not the first time we've run into this with any of us, except Matt. Matt is he's the only virgin to the party here who hasn't gotten upset.
Yeah, hasn't thrown a pissy pants party for not getting your way.
Look,
I'll just add.
Roll with it.
I'll add yet.
Yeah. We've all gotten pissy pants.
Matt's way too sober for the rest of us.
No, I don't worry about that. I just play the game, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and I'm like, fuck. Okay.
Yeah. That's part of the fun, though.
Yeah.
You do have to run into walls. You do have to have ideas that don't work.
Right.
Like
like going up against the door where fire comes out the top and go, oh, that's probably really a bad idea. But then,
Yeah.
but then play the character and go, what would my character do? My character would be like, fuck you, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Breathe fire on me?
Fucking breathe fire on me.
Breathe the fire on you.
You fire on me? You breathe fire on me?
Yeah. So
All right. Yeah,
no,
cool. So yeah,
all
like
good.
let's start comms like Saturday and start trying to decide. I like having a full day before knowing
Yeah.
so
Okay.
that I can prepare.
Yeah.
That works.
So we'll reach out to Greg, see if he's around. Reach out to
Joe.
Joe. No,
Joe.
yeah. We'll reach out to everybody.
Yeah, I
See
think
what
it's
people want to do.
anyone who
See
is not-
who's available and we'll
Yeah.
go from there.
for sure.
Mark, before we go for the night, did you want to role play out Alistero's outside activities, or do you want to just sort of gloss over that and assume that things got done?
Well, we can. That's something that we could actually just message back and forth on like Facebook Messenger or something like that.
Okay.
Because that's all dialogue stuff. Well, and if it turns into more than that, then we can be like, hey, cool, jump on Roll20. We're gonna kill some shit for half an hour. Or
Right.
whatever.
Yeah, I don't think that there would be anything too gritty there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it sounds like a pretty straightforward dialogue type thing, but then again, Thogreg has he's turned some straight dialogue into other things.
yeah, he's
Never
got a
tell
gift. I'm gonna keep everything secret from him just so that he can't screw it up.
It's a strategy.
Like, dwarf, you stand over there. No, over there, farther, over there.
All right. We're going to the temple. You see that castle over there? That's where the temple is. We'll meet you there.
You gotta understand. You guys went into a temple and didn't tell him what to do, so he's like,
Well,
I'm gonna stand
actually,
right here.
I believe what Shotten said was are you
Stay
either
outside.
either come in or stay outside.
Well, I did stay outside. I just stood next to the guard.
Right, and then they're like, get the fuck out of the door. And so he's like, all right, so I'll just move.
Okay, I'm gonna go into the door.
He didn't start tapping the ebony guard until he goes, are you the archbishop? I'm supposed to kill the
I'm
archbishop. Are you him?
looking for the archbishop. Are you the archbishop? No, it's just like if he doesn't have
Which one of
somebody
you
saying,
fucking cunts is the
Yeah,
archbishop?
I
"Where's
never
the fucking archbishop?"
never met a dwarf that didn't have active ADHD.
Yeah.
Or a halfling for that matter.
I mean,
Yeah. True.
just be glad this isn't like Dragonlance and you put me in a Kinder or a Kendall.
Oh,
or whatever it is,
yeah.
and I'm like fucking.
Uh-huh.
You talk shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for running stuff, Mark.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And,
Thanks for staying extra late.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mark,
Watchers, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, thanks everybody for watching.
Watchers.
Yeah. Send us
Should-
money and
Hey, should we raid Critical Role's broadcast?
Oh, yeah, we should.
I don't know how to see. Yeah.
We'll get your notice.
Let's see if I don't remember how to do that now. I only do it like once every so often. Let's see.
Say Matt Murphy doesn't have shit on
You did
us.
it last week, right?
I did it last week. Yep. And now I just need to remember how.
All right, I'm gonna log
Well,
out.
hold on, yeah. Before don't leave the Twitch though, so that I can. Wow,
I need to pull it back up.
You mean the Twitch or the Roll20?
The Twitch. You can do it over with the Roll20. I'm
The
just
Twitch.
there. I rated.
Hey, Mark, I sent you another message to see what's up with that. I may have to wander off.
All right.
To figure out. He's like,
you may get a
he's like-
chance to test it out.
because he's like, this is really cold and it's really pretty. I wonder what it does. How big is it? Because if it's big enough, he'll use it. He's not really
a short sword. So it's got sort of a broader blade to it though. Looks like it possibly could be not quite dwarven make, but most likely a Shatter Kai blade, which is the Shadowkai are the super ancient race, and they actually had a lot of trade with the dwarves before they, like basically became embroiled in the Shadowfell, which was like 5,000 years ago, something like that.
So this must be why he grabbed it,
Did
because
we
it was calling to
actually
him.
do it? I can't tell.
It looks like it. Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Where are we? Oh, let me go into critical fail. And
So
we
did
are.
rate it? Excellent.
Oh, shit.
Cool.
Hosting critical role.
Yeah.
Damn.
But did it get? I don't know. Okay, looks on. Sweetness. That's fun. I don't know if anybody saw it.
All
Please do
right,
not
so
post
I'm over
spoilers
here.
before the rebroadcast.
Thanks,
All right,
guys.
man. Yeah, so that's why I think it was a natural grab for him. He was like, looks like a dwarven made sword.
Yeah, probably a dwarf. I don't care.
Probably a dwarf. It's the size of a dwarf.
All right, later.
All right, we'll see you.
See you guys.